Okay, everybody, what's up? Welcome to the online virtual watch party for the Toronto Defiant versus the LA Gladiators. What's up? Presented by TD. What's up? My name's KarQ. Welcome to the stream, the co-stream. Today, we'll be watching the Toronto Defiant face off against the Gladiators in I think the second round of the lower bracket of the playoffs. And keep our dreams alive. If you guys didn't know, every team is eligible to play in the playoffs. Obviously, teams that played better throughout the regular season were able to have a lot of advantages, buys, and pick their opponents. So yesterday, I believe the LA Gladiators chose us, the Toronto Defiant, to be played today. Now, I think they made a mistake because we're obviously going to put on a show and give them a run for their money and hopefully take this. But how's everybody doing? Hello, chat. Hey, what's up? I see you all. We did this a few weeks ago, right? Or 2 weeks ago, I think we did it. Now we're doing it again. How's everything sounding? Is the level of my volume okay? Do I look okay? The lighting here got upgraded a little bit. We got a nice little mic stand, got a little jersey in the background. It's looking good, right? Wrong pick. You're a little tired. I'm asleep, everyone, on Anna. I'm not playing. Hey, I see KarQ's secret clone in the chat. Hey, who made that account? Oh, man. But, okay, what's up? You look great. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ben. The hair a little wild. I cut my hair since last time. I don't know if you can tell or not. The Raps did it last night. That's right. I watched the Raptors game last night. Toronto has some fight and some heart, man. The Toronto Raptors did well last night. The Toronto Defiant are going to do well today. Now, before we hop into game, which is starting in a few minutes, I have a couple things to announce during this stream. First thing on the list is to obviously subscribe to the Overwatch League, link in the description, or visit theoverwatchleague.com for the latest news and up-to-date stuff regarding Overwatch. If you love Overwatch and Overwatch League, you know what to do. Subscribe to their YouTube channel, link in the description one more time. Number two, once again, this virtual watch party is presented by TD, and of course, I'm in the offices in the Canon Creator Lab. Thank you, Canon. This is a nice little cozy area. We have a couple more key lights added in, so now I guess my face is illuminated a little better. Lighting here got upgraded. I wish I could show you the rest of this room, but I can't move the camera here, but there's a lot of cool memorabilia and cool things here. They got a little mug. Oh, we got a little statue here. Anybody own one of these? What's this? This is Anna Jr., a little Farah. There's also like a Winston down there, but I'm not gonna grab it. Oh, there's another Zarya over there too. That's cute. But it's cozy. It's cozy for sure. But the Canon Creator Lab is really cool. I think if you live in Toronto, COVID permitting, this will be open to the public eventually for via sign up. Don't quote me on that, but I think it will be publicly available in some capacity. Probably restrictions apply, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to hop in and stream from here if you live in the area. I have a couple other things to say. Oh, in today's live stream, there's going to be another jersey giveaway. Last stream we did 3. I think we're going to give away only 1, but you have to stay tuned. I think we're going to give away the red or the black one. Either or, it'll be signed, I believe. And the announcement for that will be during the game break. So after the second map, during halftime, we'll do the little trivia question for it. Instead of doing like a first answer thing, we have someone in the back keeping track of the tabs. They're going to choose one of the winners and announce it at the end of the stream. So you're going to have to stay at halftime, listen to the question, answer it correctly, and stick till the end to see if you got chosen as the correct winner. Or as the winner, not correct winner. Obviously, the winner is correct. Be chosen as a winner. So, jersey giveaway. These jerseys are sick. I showed it off last time, right? Look at it. Oh, gotta move the wire. Nice. Got the pockets. Looking good, right? Looking real good. You have the black one. You want the red. I'm not sure if there'll be a choice. I can double check with them and get back to you. I'll probably have more details about that at the game break when I do the actual jersey giveaway. Yeah, it's a zipper, right? It looks real slick. Let me just say that much. Real slick. And it'll be with a random trivia question. I have a couple of questions here, and I'll decide which one I want to hit you guys with. It could be Toronto Defiant related. It could be Overwatch related. So in the meantime, maybe refresh everything you know about the Toronto Defiant. You know, maybe look up our information, just a little hint. Or, you know, maybe read a little bit or two about Overwatch lore before game break, and maybe you'll get this answer correct. Okay? All right. With that, there's less talking points as there was from the previous co-stream. I know my community, whoever's in here, hi, what's up? They made fun of me last time for saying talking points way too much and looking at the paper. Okay? It was a new environment, streaming here for the first time, so I was a little nervous trying to make sure I hit all the key points. There were a lot of sponsors, a lot of people who helped make this happen. I had to make sure I acknowledged all of them. But this time, cut that down a little bit, so this will be a bit more authentic and natural. What's up? What's up? Planning to stream later today? We'll see. We'll see. You're in school right now and watching this on your Zoom? Listen, I know you love the Toronto Defiant and you love me and the co-stream, but let me tell you, you might want to listen to your Zoom call. Probably pay attention to class. Better not stutter. I mean, I can't help that. Sometimes if I get really into the game while I co-cast and all that kind of stuff, maybe I'll slur some words, but that's because my brain is working 5 times faster than my mouth can keep up sometimes, you know? No, heck it, listen to the Defiant live stream. You know, you're right. You're right. Forget the Zoom call. Forget school. What are you doing? Your priorities should be here, watching the Toronto Defiant versus the LA Gladiators. I actually set up a little thingy to check the league bracket before the stream started. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, TD, proud fan and official bank of the Toronto Defiant. That's right. So this is actually what the playoff brackets look like. So you can see yesterday, did anybody catch the games of playoffs round 1? We had the Houston Outlaws against the Boston Uprising. Boston took it 3-1. Do you see that above me over there? And Washington 3-0'd Vancouver with the help of Decay, the last-minute pickup to play in the playoffs. Maybe they make a huge run from round 1. Who knows? Now, the second round, playoffs round 2 today, obviously the Gladiators versus Toronto first. You see it up there. The matches after today will be Atlanta versus Boston, and then we have Dallas versus Washington. So obviously Washington won yesterday. They play the Fuel. Yesterday Boston won. They play the Rain. Today we play the Gladiators. If we win today, I think our next match, what does that say? Philadelphia, we play Philly. And I'm not going to lie, Philly may be one of the best teams in the league right now, right? They've definitely had our number throughout the regular season. Yeah, if we win, we play Philly. It'll be tough. It'll be a tough matchup. But I believe if we have to win today, we have to win round 3 against Philly, then the winner between Florida and whoever wins in round 2. Then we got to play the semis, or the quarters, the semis, and then the finals. It'll be a long run. That's a long journey. But who knows? Maybe this is a turnaround for our entire season, and we go all the way. And like I said, if you watched the Toronto Raptors yesterday, man, you know the city of Toronto. We have heart. We have soul. We know how to fight. We know how to fight. If Hog Agilities ends up being insane, I have hope. So did they announce the roster that were the starting lineup today? I think they did, right? We have Logix, Zik on the DPS lineup, Agilities and Nevix on tank, and Cruz and Creve on the support lineup. That's right, Agilities on tank. We're in a meta where we don't really need main tank, guys. If you guys have been playing ranked in the past few days, all we've been getting lately is Hog Zarya, right? But what did the teams run yesterday? I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch Washington or the Boston games yesterday, but I do believe it was a lot of Hog Diva, right? Now, Brady's in. Yes, Brady. Agilities is playing tank today. If you guys don't know, Agilities is a very good Roadhog. He played that hero a lot before he became a true DPS player. But like, you know, pre-roll queue, Roadhog plays a lot like Projectile, right? I mean, obviously, like, all these pro players know how to aim, so like aiming with the shotgun isn't an issue. But the hook itself on Roadhog is a projectile. You get to time it and lead it. And Agilities is a projectile specialist, right? He plays Pharah, he plays Genji, he plays some Hanzo, Junkrat, some Doomfist. So Roadhog isn't that far off. Roadhog is just a beefy 600 HP DPS, if you think about it that way, right? Hog is a DPS. Every single DPS player in the Overwatch League can play tank. Off tank, at least. They can all play Zarya and Roadhog. Zarya and Roadhog is Let's face it, they're DPS heroes, and for the most part, with more HP, right? He played in the World Cup as tank. Actually, trivia question that's not in the jersey giveaway. What did Agilities play for Team Canada off-roll? He off-rolled one of the games. I can't remember if it was this past year or the year before. It might have been the year before. What did he play? And he made a huge... There was a huge play that was highlighted, actually. Do you remember that? It wasn't tank, although I think he did play tank once. It was Lucio, that's right. He signed in as Lucio. Funny story, I was there. I think we were guaranteed... I think it was just one of those games. It wasn't... It was one of those where I remember Jillies asked her head coach at the time, it was Jane. This was 2018 World Cup. He was like, hey, can I play Lucio? And then as long as Vanny agreed, Jane was like, yeah, that's fine. As long as he agreed. And then Vanny's like, yeah, go for it. Put it on. We wanted to put on the show. So we had him hop in as Lucio, and he actually got like a 4-man boop for a huge highlight play. I think that was at the back of Rialto. XQC baited the team that we played there, and then Agilities swooped right in and booped 3 off. That was a crazy, crazy play. So he can flex, right? He can flex. It's hard to believe that was almost 2 years ago. We're in September 2020. That was November 2018. Where has the time gone? Oh my gosh. Can anybody recall what team that was? Can somebody check for me? We all remember the play, but do you remember which country we played during that time? You missed there? You were there for that in person. Yeah, I missed live events too. The live COVID has messed a lot of things up. The homestands here for the Toronto Defiant were going to be amazing. There was so much planning and so much work put into it, and then COVID just decided to shoot all our plans for the homestand straight in the face with the Hanzo arrow. Just one-shot us across the map. So now we're sitting in respawn until next year, unfortunately. The Rialto poop? Oh, we played against Austria. Oh, that's big. That's big. All right, the games, I think they're still in the lobby right now. I'm just checking up to see if the games are starting soon. In a bit. So that's our starting lineup. One more time. It'll be Logix, Zik on the DPS, Agilities, Nevix, Cruz, Kariv. Now, Agilities will probably be playing Roadhog. Agilities can also play Zarya. I think, like I said, every DPS player can play Zarya, and Nevix will probably be on the Diva duty. Now, yesterday, teams were running Hog Zarya. Nevix can also play the Zarya. Agilities can play the... So Nevix plays the Zarya, Agilities plays the Hog, and then you can also have the Hog Diva combination. And teams run Diva instead of Zarya sometimes, and I believe it's to kind of match the mirror. If the enemy team also runs like a Hog Zarya and they hook anybody on your team, you play the Diva, and the Diva will be able to Matrix and save anybody there. Because the defense Matrix is always available to save someone from getting hooked by eating a lot of the follow-up damage. But a Zarya, in the pro player scene, if they recognize you use your ally Zarya bubble, then they go for a hook and pile onto the enemies. So like Diva Matrix is always available. Zarya bubble has that restriction of an 8-second cooldown. Unless you have terrible Diva Matrix management and you have 0 Matrix by the time they go for a hook, that'd be very unfortunate. But pro players know how to do that just fine. Oh, okay, and it looks like we're about to head into game 1. Toronto Defiant versus LA Gladiators on Ilios. Let's get things started. We talked about Defiant starting lineup. That is totally not the game. 1 second. What is happening? Huh? Uh-oh. 1 second. Nice wallpaper. Thank you, though. Thank you. 5, 4, 3, what happened here? Why is it like this? Can you guys hear the audio of the game right now? The wallpaper is very nice. I know. Thank you. That totally was not an issue before. Is it this one? Alright, we have to clear these technical difficulties. 1 second. What on earth happened here? Okay. Alright, we're in. Technical difficulties aside, we're fixed. We're saved. Alright, let's get started in this game. We good, we good. So what do we have here? Defiant actually looks like they already have control of the point. I totally missed what happened. Zik with a 2-man barrage. What is Defiant running? We're running... What is this composition? Is this what teams ran yesterday? We're running Pharah, Mercy, Sombra, Hog, Diva, Mercy, Ana. I never thought I'd see the day where this is an Overwatch League composition that teams are running. What is going on? And then on the LA Gladiators side, they're running a completely different composition. They're running the dive variation of this with the Winston, Diva, Sombra, Tracer, Lucio, Moira. And so far, the Defiant seem to have control. Nevix kind of goes down. Does a bit of damage. Zik cleans up space. Zik's, I saw him on the kill feed with a 2-man barrage, finishing off the Baby Diva. The Gladiators do have control again. Logic with the solo EMP. Kills off Mirror. Farming up OG. Gets a hack interrupted. Teleports out. And the Toronto Defiant are stabilizing. Okay, 35% to 26. Hey, good start. That's a good start. Alright, so... the Gladiators are going to regroup. It looks like they're going to come on their relative right side. Mira is going to look for an EMP on the way here. He's going to try to track Kariv on the Ana. There it is. He gets teleported back out because Kariv sniffs the play out. Shoots him, forces him back out. Hey, they're burning good time here. King of the Hill or Control is all about taking your time. Ooh, the EMP does connect on Zik, and he's no longer going to be flying in the air, but it is getting pocketed really hard. But OG in space, kill 2, and it looks like off the backs of those ultimates, the Gladiators are probably going to come up with control on this map there, but they have to expend a lot, right? EMP, Primal, what else did they use there? EMP, Primal, and Pulse Bomb. The Gladiators still are holding on to 3 ultimates. Toronto Defiant are still stalling though, almost 80%. Trying to bring it to last fight territory. Okay, there might be another fight and a half, even if Toronto takes control of this again. So coming through, the Defiant don't have as many ults to work with as the Gladiators. Gladiators are going to actually aggressively use Coalescence there from Shaz to keep taking space. Space is going to go for a Diva Bomb. Actually catches Kariv. You can see how pro players, like, they don't sit on the point after a team fight wins. You see how aggressively they're pushing up on the Defiant, controlling the space, aggressively using that Coalescence and Diva Bomb just to hold them at their spawn door. There's less angles to look at when they're at their spawn door, right? They can only come out of that spawn chip. But if you allow the enemy team, like the Defiant, to walk forward, like they can come from main, right side, left side, above, top right, like much more angles of attack. So I like the idea of the Gladiators doing that against the Defiant, but even though they killed one off of Space's Diva Bomb, Cruz gets a huge res. Now we're back in. Agilities goes for a whole hog, kills OG with the main tank down. Zik has a barrage and is looking for it. Agilities playing the off tank today, gets 2 on the Roadhog. Let's watch him for a moment. I'm not controlling the observer feed, so like if I had control of this observer feed, I'd like specifically pick the person I want to watch. I want to see what Agilities did there, but he did end up killing 2, and we're still holding on to Barrage and EMP. This is actually looking like a really good first map. Hey, this is doable. Okay, Zik is sneaking around. Kevster is actually secretly on the flank with Mirror as well. Mirror has the EMP. This is going to be on who EMPs first. You see Kariv, he's looking around. He's sniffing it. He hears it. He sees it. He's going to get jumped. Cruz is actually pocketing Kariv, and he's at full health. Both teams EMP. Nevix kills OG. Zik does go down. He gets the barrage off and goes down. It is still kind of an even fight. Kevster, Big Goose take 2. Coalescence comes out. Both enemy Sombras are down. I'm kind of lost. Oh, and a res comes out. It's neutral. Agilities kills Space. This is good. No, it's not good. Oh, and Logic gets the hack on 2 of them. They got this. Agilities with another 2 kills. Let's go. Cleaning it up. OG cannot jump into Roadhog. That is death. The huge hook. He's going to get the whole hog. Oh, that's enough to burst him down. But Big Goose gets a big boot back. Oh, I don't even know. This is crazy. I actually can't determine who's winning. Space touches at the last possible second. Space is stalling there, holding up the Matrix. Gets demeched. Doesn't have Diva Bomb. Zik is firing from top left. I actually think the Toronto Defiant have control of this. Shaz is coming back. OG is almost back. The beat comes down but doesn't catch Kevster in time, and Zik finishes him off with a huge Farah Rocket. OG jumping in, and the EMP from Logix takes away the bubble. He can't primal. Didn't have it anyways. Oh, he did have primal. That EMP was so big. I think we got this. Come on, guys. Pull it together. Pull it together. This isn't 2 CP. This is control. Come on.
Justice reigns from above.
Let's go. Let's go. That's right. Let's go. Hey, people were questioning like agilities on tank, on hog. Did you not see the man on the kill feed? Insane. Well done. Well done. Like I said, the Gladiators might have regretted choosing us. They weren't expecting this to be the meta and us pulling agilities on the Roadhog. And is that Nevix on the Reinhardt? Hey, if you're a tank player, if you're a solid, adaptable tank player, you can play everything. If Nevix is flexing to Reinhardt, let's see it. And he is. Let's go. Has Nevix played Reinhardt this entire season? I'm not sure. I think we usually had Beast or Numlock take that role. I've definitely seen Nevix switch to the Wrecking Ball at the last second. Oh my gosh, and a hook right away. Space does get the Matrix out in time and does manage to fly away safely, but a great hook. I think Agility's hook accuracy is really high at this moment. Toronto Defiant are coming out on the left side here. Gladiators are sticking on the same comp dive. The Defiant are switching it up. Logix is going to switch onto the McCree and give the Sombra duties up to Zik. Nevix on the switch to the Rhine, and Kareem switching to Mora. This is an interesting compositional change. And Toronto Defiant are just going to have control. The Gladiators were just tiptoeing around and never touched it. So even though we have control, we did lose Logix. We can probably stall here for a long time as long as we stay alive. Space is actually getting a little low, same with OGE. We're going to come down to the corner. Nevix's shield is still relatively healthy, but unfortunately he gets stuck by Kevster, but he's alive. Kareem, if he stays alive with the Coalescence, unfortunately he goes down, but we are eating some time away. We did have to burn one ultimate. I don't think the Gladiators used anything. We did burn Coalescence. 25%, 26. We might be able to get away with almost 30%. Hey, that's okay. Are they running Moira since dive? Actually, good question. Traditionally, you don't play Moira with dive because it's hard to keep up with your Winston and Diva depending on where they go. But it depends on the map, and these pro players know how to play together with their supports. So like, realistically, pro players can make a lot of traditional comps that don't seem to fit together work well just because of their natural synergy, right? Their communication. Like, think about it, right? If a Winston and Diva dive away and you're a Mora, what can you do besides tossing an orb? Like, they're probably playing collectively together and doing little short dives where Mora is able to support them well enough that the Mora on like Shaz is still able to get a lot of value with it. But in a regular solo queue ranked game, I don't recommend it. I'll be honest with you. Mora traditionally played more with like Bunker or slower ground-based heroes, so you can get the most value with that healing juice. So good start. Agilities is playing really well in this Roadhog pick so far. High Noon coming out from Logix with the help of the Lucio beat from Cruz. The Gladiators are just going to LOS as much as they can. And Space actually finds Zik. I don't know where he found him from. And Kevster goes for the stick on the Logix once waiting out Cruz's beat. That's a clean team wipe from the Gladiators. So it looks like they actually have control of this map. Composition for Toronto isn't working so well. I think Toronto's going to make some adjustments. Logix is going to switch off from McCree. Very hard for him to do much so far. So he's going to go on to the Reaper to help deal with OG and Space's Winston Diva dive. Space goes for another aggressive Diva bomb and gets another pick off of that. If you haven't noticed the past 3 games, that's a really cool thing about Diva, and what Space is doing is he's definitely tossing these bombs aggressively after what would be considered a neutral fight and allowing the enemy team to regroup. They're not giving Toronto Defiant a chance to breathe, but based off of how we played Ilios well, Toronto knows how to come back here. Zik is sitting here with the EMP. He's going to touch at the last second. They're good, though. He's going to have to teleport out. Hacks it up. All right, Space kills Kariv on the off angle. The Defiant almost got it. Oh, man. EMP coming out from the Gladiators into the Pulse Bomb. Into the Zik. That's a really late EMP from Zik. At that point, the team fight was already lost. Hey, that's okay. We'll get him next time. Honestly, well played by the Gladiators. It was tough for Toronto Defiant to adjust at the last second there. Why are they on Rhine? I guess on Elio's runes, having that shield presence is pretty good because of the tighter sight lines. But we're gonna go back to the Hog Diva, just like how we ran on first map. Logic's, I don't know if he's gonna stay on Sim. I think this is only just to teleport out of spawn, and then Logic's is gonna switch to something else here. Both teams are gonna run the Pharah Mercy here though. Almost mirrored, but the tank lineup's different. Yeah, okay, so he switches to Sombra, Logic's, after going for the TP. Gladiators do the same for the teleport out front for space, but they're actually gonna run the Widowmaker. So Kevster is gonna look for a sneaky angle here. He actually gets by. Now that the Toronto Defiant no, and doesn't kill him in time, unfortunately. Actually, very fortunately for the Defiant. I have to be Defiant biased here. So Kevster is low. I'm just like calming and casting this strictly based on what I'm seeing here. We're looking at Mir, who gets hacked. Beautiful hack by Logic, falls down and gets killed by Zik. Logic's also kills OGE on the downside. Zik pulled off a very good Pharah on map 1. I like this composition better. I think Zik is much better on this hero as compared to how we ran him on the Sombra. So now that we have control of the point, I think Zik's still getting pocketed by Cruz. Kind of poking the door here, trying to shoot space, get some ult charge. Pressuring Shaz. Ooh, and against the Pharah Mercy. Good direct rocket here. Let's see if Zik can actually get 2 in a row. Space kills Nevix on the kill feed, but Agilities counters back and kills Space. Agilities on this Hog has been very dominant. Big sleep by Kariv onto OG. I think Agilities is going to turn around. Oh, and a miss! Wakes up and unfortunately going to get an OG, turns around and actually zaps down Cruz. Maybe a little misplay there by Agilities. Just going to take a breather. Going to have whole Hog. You can probably just go for it here. And yeah, OG does end up dying to the whole Hog. Now we're watching Mira. What's Mira doing? Just trying to stay away from Agilities. Good jump jet to dodge the hook. But hey, Toronto Defiant has control over here. 50%. They're kind of just camping the point. They're not pushing out too far and pressuring the Gladiator space. But they got to be careful here because Mira does have Barrage. OG is going to have the Winston ultimate here. And Mira gets the nice shots onto Zik. And I think one of the reasons why they're doing this and playing on point is just to kind of make sure Kevster doesn't have huge sight lines to snipe their team. So you can see Zik was playing very defensive oriented. Good hook by Agilities, but a nice ultimate from Mira to kill off Kariv. OG finished off Agilities and the Mercy, Cruz, and Nevix. And I think Gladiator's gonna have control, but they're finally gonna keep touching. Stall 84. Hey, 84%'s a good start.
I might need this later. Time to read my APM.
Okay, so Kevster is playing on this little angle, trying to see if Zik flies a little too high. Mira actually ends up killing Zik with probably 2 direct rockets, but can't cancel the res. Cruz gets the res here, so still be a neutral 6 versus 6 fight. And a Nano Boost coming out. Zik has to be careful with the Barrage because it's actually going to get shot. Mira might get shot down by it. And he drops down with the help of the Nano and the EMP here. Looking for a Barrage opportunity. But you have to be careful with barraging in pro play. If you barrage, a lot of times it's just an instant button to go to the respawn room because you're a sitting duck. And a nice hack from Logic onto OGE. Who ends up killing Kariv, but Nevix clearing off Mira as well after the res there. The Barrage is coming here. There it is. Gets a lot of it eaten there. But breaks the Winston bubble. So I think off the back of this, the Defiant might have control. Diva Bomb by Nevix. Gonna be able to remech, so this is big. They end up killing OG off another hack here. Agilities being the captain of the ship right there. Holding the fort down with the Roadhog. And the Defiant take away game 1. Who would have thought that? I definitely did. I don't think the casters on the Overwatch League believed. I think I saw Custa Reinforce and the new guest. I apologize. I forgot her name. Somebody remind me of her name. Who's doing a fantastic job, by the way. I didn't watch the broadcast yesterday, so I apologize if I didn't get her name. But they all believed that the Gladiators would actually take this. But hey, they're taking game. We took game 1. I always believed. Huge. Frankie. Yes, that's right. Frankie Ward. They all picked the Gladiators to win. You know me. I'm picking the Defiant. I hope you guys are too. Fantastic. A game 1 won by the Defiant. But hey, traditionally the Defiant have actually done pretty well on the Control King of the Hill maps. Now, it's up to them to keep that momentum going and see if we can control map 2. What'd you guys think of that? Score is now 1-0. Defiant for the win. Hey, I don't care if Bird Ring is sick. Please bring him in. One thing you guys have to understand is that a lot of fans like to be like, why aren't you playing this here player? Why aren't you playing that player? Where's Surefour? Where's this player? Where's this player? Like, every roster on every single team have a lot of players that they're able to utilize depending on the map and the strength of the synergy and the meta, right? Like, look, I said this last time. Look at the Philly Fusion. They have like 5 DPS players they can choose from. The Defiant, we have 4. We have a lot of players, right? Not London? Wait, how many players does London have? I know you guys want to see Birding play. Some of you guys want to see Surefour play, but hey, we're playing this sort of composition with these players. They're all talented. Let's cheer on the players that are playing and focus less on why isn't X or Y player playing. You just want to play, Kevster is good? Oh yeah, with Bird Ring? They might be bringing him into the second map. I have access to what they're doing in the lobby, and I think Bird Ring is going to come in for the second map for the person who was asking in chat. You want to see me play? I'm not signed to an Overwatch. I never signed an Overwatch League contract. I'm with the Toronto Defiant, the organization, but not anything signed with the league itself, if that makes any sense. Why isn't Sideshow playing? Good question. Just make sure our boy Surefour is alive and healthy. Oh, they're all doing great. They're all doing great. Can you speak Cantonese? I can. Do you remember when we had the perfect Bob play a month ago and got 3 kills with Surefour? I do. That was on Hollywood. I did a CarQ's review on that one. I think it was called When Bob Actually Did Something. If you didn't see that CarQ's review on the Toronto Defiant YouTube channel, make sure to check that out. And speaking of YouTube, guys, if you're watching this co-stream, make sure you're also subscribed to this channel, to the Toronto Defiant, but make sure you're also subscribed to the Overwatch League channel, linked in the description below, because all the playoffs are going to be played on this channel, YouTube Gaming. So if you don't want to miss any of the action, be sure to subscribe there. But yeah, what'd you guys think of Game 1? Agility's on the hog. Were you guys impressed? Some of you guys were doubting it. But hey, he proved a lot of people wrong off that Game 1. If you can keep that sort of momentum up, I just saw him on the kill feed a lot. I think the observers, they kind of like glossed down on the agilities, but every time Agility's got a kill, unfortunately, I think the feed wasn't showing him, but you just saw him on that top right side. He was crushing it. We all knew he had a good Roadhog, that's right. If you actually have watched any Overwatch streamers lately, you might have seen Agilities on the ladder. I think he's like top 20 right now on tank, on the ladder itself, just playing Roadhog. And Roadhog, again, is a projectile hero. It's not any different than what he's used to playing. Like the hook, you need to lead the hooks. It's a projectile. It's projectile in nature. It's a lot faster than most projectiles, but it's good. It's good. Zig's Pharah was very solid that first map. I agree. On the second map on Runes, where we lost that map, Zik was on the Sombra and Logix was on the McCree. And I think this patch is pre-nerf from the current ranked patch. So this is before McCree's fire rate got nerfed. So this is still old McCree. But if you guys have played any ranked in the past 2 days, the new DPS patch is in with a lot of nerfs. McCree's fire rate is a lot slower and almost to where it was pre-buff last year. Wasn't your original Twitch name CarQ? Yes, it was. On first map, Zik. Yeah, Zik was able to play really well in Pharah. Got the barrage very often. Pressured them from the skies with Cruz backing them up. That was solid all around. Good stuff by the players. A couple of years ago, an interview with Space said he believed that he and Agilities were the best 2 Western Roadhogs. Interesting. I actually think if it's OG in Space, if we want to see Space on the Hog, that means OG might have to play the Diva or the Zarya, but I don't see that happening. I don't think I've seen much OG Diva or Zarya ever. I know OG can play the Hog, but then what player on the Gladiators would play the Diva right now? Like Space is their best Diva too, so it'll be. Actually, if OGE and Space stick on the Winston Diva and Agility stays on the Hog, I actually think Toronto might take this all the way, unless the Gladiators make an adjustment. Because in general, Roadhog, shotgun-based hero, lots of pellets on the primary fire. If a Winston jumps in without the synergy of like Space on the Diva matrixing those Roadhog shots, OGE could just get pummeled. And you can see in the previous maps, Logix kept hacking OGE on that final map, and he was unable to get a lot of value out. Hacking, EMPing him, and then Agilities just sat there on the Roadhog on the point, just primary firing, secondary firing, hooking him away, and just bursting him down. Bursting him down. Oh, they could do Mirror. Yeah, that's right. They do have Mirror as their other player. So Mirror could come in place of OGE and play the Zarya. Space could play the Hog. I'm not sure if Mirror plays Diva, though. But if you put in Mirror, then yeah, if he doesn't play Diva, then it doesn't allow you to do some mid-game adjustments, which is why a lot of players stick to different sort of lineups when it doesn't make sense. Like, why don't you run this player for this player? But then it doesn't consider, like, if the enemy opposing team plays a counter comp, does that player have the hero pool to adjust to that counter? If that makes any sense, right? All right, we're entering game 2. This is going to be on Hollywood. Let's get into it. Hopefully this thing doesn't bug out this time. Ooh, proud fan and official bank of the Toronto Defiant, TD. Once again, this code stream presented by TD. Proud bank of the Toronto Defiant. That's right, TD and TD. Toronto Defiant, Toronto Dominion Bank. Thank you, TD. And thank you, Canon. I'm in the Canon Creator Lab. That's right, Shelby. I'm not in the cave. I went out. I'm in the offices right now, doing this code stream in this cozy little cube. Very fun. Okay, so let's see what the Toronto Defiant are going to do on defense. Same comp as we did on Ilios. Got the Hog Diva, Ana Mercy, Pharah, and Sombra. Zik dominated on the Pharah. I'm happy to see this again. Let's see if the Gladiators are going to make any adjustments. It seems like they're playing the same comp. Lucio, Moira, Winston, Diva, Kevser on Sombra this time, but Bird Ring coming in place of... my brain is just not working. Who did they play first map? Oh, I just can't even remember that. Anyways, Bird Ring's in for Reaper. Forgot who he substituted for. I'm just completely drawing a blank here. Somebody help me out here. I don't think Mirror played map 1. Did Mirror play game 1? Oh, I think he did play map 1. Okay, maybe you're right. All right. So, oh my goodness. So the Gladiators did a little ring around the Rosie, are in the Toronto Defiant backline right now. While their Moira, Shaz is actually stuck in their spawn right now. What is this? The Toronto Defiant have isolated Shaz and he's on an off angle flank Moira. Logix is keeping tabs on him. Almost gets a hack, but he fades out. The Gladiators don't have any supports right now. Big hook. The Toronto Defiant should be able to clean this up. Okay, now the Gladiators are forced to retreat to go back to Shaz. Because if you don't have Moira heals and you kill Big Goose, this is good. Agility's 2 hooks, kills 2 right away. 1 minute off the clock. Good solid defense to start. Great rotations by Toronto. Logix built up his EMP by farming Shaz that entire time. Oh my goodness. Nolan in disguise. Yeah, that's an East Coast Moira player that just constantly flanks. But this time, this was Shaz getting caught out. This is less about Shaz deliberately wanting to do that and more for the Defiant keeping tabs on him and forcing him to back out. And an early EMP from Logix because he built it so early, and the Toronto Defiant is just going to clean this up. Easy peasy. Nice. Agility does go down to Bird Ring on the Reaper. Reaper does play pretty well into Hog as long as he dodges the hook. But hey, just one ultimate used, and it allows the rest of Toronto to build a bunch of ults. We got 3 ults. We got the Valkyrie, the Nano Boost, and a Barrage coming up. Whole Hog coming up soon too. Gladiators. Shaz has his ultimate because he had to sit there and keep helio-orbing himself half the time during that first minute of the game. And then when the Gladiators all jumped back, he was able to get all the heals. And a hack onto Agilities early on. This is going to be tough. Agilities gets nanoed and Valkyrie healed. EMP does come out. But a lot of resources getting put onto Agilities, but that EMP hacking everybody might be enough for the Gladiators. Who knows? Let's see if the Toronto Defiant can pull something out here. No, unfortunately not. Agilities is just going to drop down. Bird Ring and Agilities just replace locations, but Gladiators going to clean this up. Toronto Defiant have to regroup and play for second. But hey, 2.5 minutes off the clock. Good first couple of fights, but off that EMP Gladiators managed to take control. And that's the power of EMP, and probably why the Overwatch League pros are playing a ton of Sombra. Almost a guaranteed team fight win. When the Toronto Defiant did it, they won the fight. When the Gladiators did it, they won the fight. Now you may be wondering, how do we counter the enemy Gladiators EMP there? You have to kind of like spread out well enough, but play aggressively just enough to prevent them from getting into position to capitalize on that EMP. So a bunch of ultimates are going to be expended by the Gladiators. I think they popped Coalescence and Primal Rage to secure the first half of the second point, which is actually pretty smart by them because it allows the Gladiators to take control of that first top building. So now they're going to look down on the Defiant as they come out the door. But Logic's already snuck out and is scouting for the Defiant, feeding them information, telling them where they're all playing. So the Defiant already prepared for this. Logic's is sitting here for the EMP. Let's see what he does. I don't think he's going to throw the Translocator and EMP up top because nobody on the Defiant can capitalize on that. If you're a Sombra player, don't immediately be like, oh, they're all grouped up, let me just go for it. You have to make sure your team is ready to follow up on it. What good is an EMP if you can't get any value out of it, right? Yeah, you hack him for a few seconds. But Kepster goes for the first EMP, but gets bursted down immediately. They're prepped for that. Now the counter EMP comes right after. They're going to clean this up. I think they're fine. Yeah, Zik died, but it's going to get rezzed. Right? Oh wait, the Defiant or the Gladiators are trying to stop the res. Regardless, the Defiant already killed 3 to start, and they're just trying not to stagger at this point. They make their way out. They're gonna regroup. Good counter. EMP for EMP. So EMPs are traded now, so both teams don't have to worry about it for this next coming fight. Although Logic's, because the Defiant won that team fight, naturally they're gonna be pressing for staggers. So Logic's is a little ahead on the ultimate charge battle. A Diva Bomb coming out with the Lucio beat into the Bird Ring, Reaper of Death Blossom. The Gladiators bounce back with a bunch of ultimates, but the Defiant are still alive. Cruz gets the res, is pocketing both of them. Both supports are alive for the Defiant. Kariv is kind of stuck in this corner here, and then counter EMP comes out. Kariv stayed alive with the pocket of his life from Cruz. Eventually does fall down, but the counter EMP from Logix ends up helping him kill Big Goose. Space does manage to re-mech. The Defiant actually might be able to come back from this. A fade coming out, and Logix kills him. Hack Space as well. A counter EMP from Kepster now. I really don't know where this fight is going, but the Defiant are actually going to have an innate advantage because of the respawn distances. The spawn door for the Defiant is right there, but the Gladiators have to come all the way from first point. So as long as the Defiant can trade 1 for 1, it'll naturally eventually fall back into their advantage here. And now Zik can't actually barrage this because Space is sitting there. But enough time has elapsed that all the Gladiators are back. But all the Defiant should be back here soon. If he can get a barrage here, EMP does come out from Logix. Again, Logix built. That's the second EMP. But Zik was stuck in the door, body blocked, and couldn't get the barrage off to follow up. This is going to be a little tough. Bird Ring switched to Tracer. It was off the Reaper and already built the pulse bomb. Man, these team fights have been going on for a long time. And it looks like Toronto might have to concede this. Yeah, Zik was unable to get into the sky alone there. It was actually funneled in. Gladiator's going to look to catch any staggers. But Cruz and Kareem just pocketing each other really hard. Nice matrix by Nevix to keep everybody alive. And Gladiator's going to back up. Toronto's going to regroup and see what we can do on the third point. Only 1:40 on the clock. Definitely holdable. I think Birding's going to switch back to Reaper maybe. Yeah, he is. Kepster comes out of stealth. EMPs into Coalescence from Shaz. Nevix actually turns it around on Bird Ring right away. Nice counter usage of ultimates by the Defiant. Cruz actually gets the Valkyrie off in time. If you guys didn't know, ooh, nice. Nice sleep into the hook. Hey, great counter by the Toronto Defiant. If you guys don't know on Mercy, if you're gonna get hacked, as long as you pop Valkyrie first, it's like you're not even hacked at all. It's a weird interaction. I don't know if I agree with it. For the sake of consistency, the fact that Hack gets rid of like Lucio, wall riding, and all the auras, and gets rid of Pharah's flight, it doesn't make sense why Mercy's able to fly for free in Valkyrie even after getting EMP'd. But I'm not complaining because Cruz survived strictly because he Valked just before the EMP came out. It worked out for the Defiant in this case, but I'm just saying that's a little inconsistent. But it's been in the game since forever, so whatever. Hey, nice kill from Zik here. He's going to come in for the barrage. He's going to get 2. Hopefully. Gets Matrix, but he does get pocketed enough that he does kill OG even before that. Agilities comes off from the off angle, kills Shaz, gets 2 for 1. The Defiant are up by 1 here, and that's okay. It's 15 seconds left. Zik keep pressuring the door. We have another EMP from Logix. Logix has been farming EMPs like crazy, but so does Kevster. It's up to whoever builds it first. You see Logix hacked it, but then he just teleported right back out. Just in case, because he thought a Kevster would come out of stealth there. Come on, another EMP. Here we go. The Gladiators are going to try to engage and set up for theirs. The Toronto Defiant have to use theirs first. If they allow the Gladiators to use theirs first, we're going to be at a slight disadvantage unless we're playing specifically to counter it. Nevix is spy checking and looking for him. Kevster is trying to go for it. Doesn't actually hit Zik. Zik is good. And a counter EMP comes out, but the beat comes out from Big Goose. Getting juggled. Kariv, Diva Bomb. Nevix does kill him. It's overtime. Can we touch in time? Unfortunately not. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Gladiators actually engaged first with the EMP, and that set them up for success because half the team was hacked already. So even if Logix wasn't caught in the initial EMP by the Gladiators, if he counter EMP'd, yeah, it'd be good, but the rest of Toronto wouldn't be able to follow up. It would be a defensive EMP to stop the Gladiators from pressing that advantage, which might be worth it in a sense, but that's where I think like being a playmaker and going for the proactive play and EMPing first would have been the better call there. Stop the Gladiators setup in its tracks. Maybe that's something we'll break down for Karku's reviews next week. The importance of EMPing first. They kind of gave the Gladiators that space to push up there. Do you see how the Defiant were holding them at this little like 3rd point initial door choke, but for some reason like halfway through they decided to all back up because they're afraid of their EMP threat. But then we also had an EMP too, and some ultimates. I don't know, I have to watch that again on the breakdown and see what we could have done differently there.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, they had high ground, that's right though. But like if we kept holding that sort of like main choke point, we wouldn't even give the Gladiators that high ground to begin with. For like 3 minutes there, we were holding right at the door. And if we're holding that, it doesn't allow the Gladiators to jump to that high ground. But we decided to back up and give that up. And then once we gave that up, then the Gladiators get to jump up to the high ground. And then they get to set up for their EMP play next. I know Agilities, I think we're up 1 too. Because Agilities went into their backline, did kill 1. I think Zik killed 1 earlier too. So I don't know. I had to watch it again and analyze it. Birdring's going to be switched onto the Ashe. The Gladiators are playing completely different comp. Mercy, Zen, Ball Diva, Tracer, Ashe. Interesting setup. The Defiant are playing something really similar. Logix, instead of the Sombra this time, is going to be on the Tracer. Big dynamite from Birdring. Oh my god, you hear that ticking sound? Kind of satisfying. Nice little pot shot by Zik right there. Actually forces Birdring to drop down just like that. But also dropping down because he saw the Defiant rotated onto the backside. Zik is just kind of popping up for scouting. Diva actually flew in there, trying to pressure the Ashe, force him back a little bit. Change the spacing here. Nevix gets hacked, but getting pocketed nicely by Cruz. Zik with some pot shots. Gotta shoot that dark room right there. That's gonna be a lot of damage and pressure if they don't eat that. Ooh, but Birdring gets the angle and unfortunately takes him down. This is kind of close. I think actually OG might die here. Ooh, but the boop on the ball does kill 2. The Gladiators have 2 or 3 right now. Kevster and the Tracer. Kills the rest of the Defiant here. Shaz kills 2. They all get back in time. Okay. Regroup, Toronto Defiant. Regroup. Birdring does have Bob. Big Goose has the Valk. What does Toronto have? They've got a couple ultimates coming up too. A couple ultimates coming online. 2 minutes already down. Toronto Defiant did get 1 tick. 52%. Logix is going to try to look for a sneaky bomb. Best case scenario, you bomb multiple people. Second best case scenario, you bomb the Mercy. Ooh, an initiation. Oh, and he gets the stick onto Shaz, forces the Transcendence. Zik jumps in with the nano boost from Kariv and kills 2 right away. But Birdring with the Bob and Kevster and Big Goose actually clap back and get a few kills themselves. Damn, that was all over the place. Nicely held by the Gladiators. Off the back of the Bob, like Gladiators got a 7th player right there, right? That's why one of the reasons why Ashe became meta. Other than the buffs, like Bob is technically a 7th player, if you think about it that way, right? So even if it feels like you're at a disadvantaged team fight, without any ults, that 7th player can do a lot for your team. OG dropping down with the mine bomb, or mine pile drive. And they clean up Toronto here. Alright, another regroup for the Toronto Defiant here. What have we got here? We still have the Barrage with the Valkyrie coming up. Agilities with the whole Hog. Gladiators are actually on Ball Diva. This actually makes Agilities on the Hog innately even better. Like, Hog is even better against this comp than previously. The only person you gotta worry about is the Tracer, because Kepster is probably just farming Pulse Bombs like crazy off of Agilities. It's the good and the bad. You feed a lot of all charge, like right there, is giving AG another, like he's already halfway to another bit of his mines again. Hog is an alt battery, but at the same time, if played right, you can do a lot for your team. Like if you're gonna kill, you have to make sure you secure those kills if you're gonna play Roadhog. And he's been doing that all game, don't get me wrong. Okay, so a bit of pressure from Zik. Zik is kind of gonna try to look for the Barrage here. Space is like being vigilant, trying to see if he can Matrix it, and a huge Diva Bomb. Doesn't get anything. So the Defiant engage. They end up killing 3. Zik turns around as soon as Space comes in with the Matrix as to not splash the Rocket Barrage off of Space's Diva Matrix. So you see that? That's a good Pharah tech. Remember that. That's one of the Diva tips you learn when facing a Pharah. If you run out of Matrix, at least be close enough that the enemy Pharah splashes the rest of the Barrage on your mech. So the splash eliminates Pharah herself. But you can see Zik's like, oh shoot, like Space is flying towards me. Let me just turn around and shoot away from the mech. Big brain. Because each rocket does like 40 damage on the self damage. So it only needs 5 rockets from the Barrage to like burst yourself down. Alright, so Kepster does kill Creep early, but a res might be able to come out from Cruz. I actually didn't see where that was. Logix is really low right here. Defiant want to make a push, but the Glads are kind of controlling the space here. So the Defiant have to regroup, slow pushing it a little bit. Logix is slow pushing it, using the payload to get the rest of the healing. The Gladiators are just holding high ground. Navix jumping down. Off the nano boost, Zik is nanoed with Karib, allowing him to be extra tanky in the sky so that Bird Ring couldn't kill Zik in time. OG drops the mines. Still kind of an even fight right now. Logix blinks into the mines. Kepster sticks Cruz in the air. Gladiators do have control. Agilities does end up killing Ball, but unfortunately, I think he might have to concede. Oh, he might be able to get out. Okay. So here we go again. Logix might have recalled into the mines, though. I didn't see what happened or how he died to it, but if you're gonna die, at least die to the ultimate, so that there's no ultimate charge given to the enemy team if you're gonna die and reset. So Logix getting a little low, getting healed a bit, blinking there to get a bit of line of sight cover, or break line of sight for cover. Another aggressive Diva space bomb here. Doesn't get much. Zik killing 2 again. But Bird Ring bounces back and kills Zik after killing 3. The Cruz reses him up. The Toronto Defiant have a definite numbers advantage here. Who's going to win this Tracer duel? Definitely Logix. Thank you, Mr. Logix. Ooh, getting shot by Bird Ring. But he's going to stay alive because Zik's going to pressure that door so Bird Ring can no longer shoot there. Okay, okay. Good stuff. It's doable, though. Time is running out. We have to win this fight. Do or die here. Logix with the stick early on, demechs it right away. The Bob does come out and he does get dynamited. Recalls at the last second, finishes off Space. Don't know if the Defiant want to burst down this Bob. They got to commit to one of the others. Zik does have the Barrage. Is he going to be able to get something big here? Getting shot immediately. Nice shots onto Shaz and he's dead. Oh, and the Nano comes down. He's going to just go for this kill here. Get the air shot. Oh, and the Matrix from Space keeps... That was such a heads-up play by Space. We gotta give credit to him there. I thought Zik could have just barraged him earlier, but he thought he could get the double shot there. But a huge coach gun keeps him alive, and Space matrixes it and keeps Bird Ring alive. And unfortunately, even though we had a couple of kills, the Gladiators, with that defensive respawn, does end up taking map 2.
Play of the game.
Zik, other than that final play, wait, play of the game, huge. Nice. Respawn room. That looked really good. That looked good. I think if Zik just committed on the barrage earlier onto Bird Ring, would have just bursted him down faster. I think just getting one kill on the barrage is good, but then you usually end up dying after, which is why I think Zik was a bit hesitant on just like guaranteeing the kill with the barrage instead of trying to go for direct rockets, because he was nanoed, so he concussive in, which is like the right move. But the fact that Zik banked on getting those 2 direct shots and missed the one after Bird Ring Coach Gun gave Space enough time to recover and Matrix in time and peel. And everything, like when you play the professional level like this, it's a game of seconds, milliseconds. Like just 1 extra second to kill someone gives them enough time to come back and protect them. Like it's little things like that add up, and you can't be what's the word I'm looking for? You have to just be vigilant. You have to capitalize on every opportunity. Every second counts. That's just the message I'm trying to get across. That's okay though. It's still 1-1. We definitely took map 1. Gladiators bounced back, took map 2. I think after map 2 right now, there's a little break, right? Game break? Okay. I think I turned off the lobby music. You guys hear anything? No. Yeah, we still got at least 2 more games. It's going to be a series. It's going to be a series. 1-1. 1-1. Okay, so based on the information I got earlier, I told you guys that during this game break we'll be doing the jersey giveaway, and I can confirm, yes, you'll have a choice between getting the red or the black jersey. And now that it's halftime or the game break, we can do our jersey giveaway. But before the jersey giveaway, once again, make sure to subscribe to the Toronto Defiant first of all. Thank you for coming to the co-stream. Subscribe to the Toronto Defiant. And then second, subscribe to the Overwatch League with the link in the description if you aren't subscribed to the Overwatch League already, because you can stay up to date with all the playoff games, grand finals. Everything is on YouTube Gaming. Number 2, thank you again to TD for hosting this watch party. Thank you, TD. Proud fan and official bank of the Toronto Defiant. TD on TD. That's right. And yeah, we're at the Canon Creator Lab. That's the last thing I have to say. Cool offices. I know you're in the offices. Can you say hi? I said hi to everybody before in the offices. I can say hi again. Hi, guys. Hi. Yeah, they see me. It's a nice office. The grand finals neither team will make. Listen, I'm a half glass full kind of guy, and all I gotta say is you never know. You never know what can happen. Do you like surprises? I sure do. If you watched the Toronto Raptors yesterday, we had a nice surprise at the end. Came back and won a game at the last possible second with the buzzer beater. The Toronto Defiant can totally pull off a buzzer beater right here and just steal the game, steal the match, be the underdog, create a nice narrative, a nice story. Hey, all I can say is that Overwatch League might be scripted, and I may have seen the script leak, and it might be a full redemption arc story. It might be. You're a Celtics fan, so you didn't like it? Oh, man. So when is the jersey giveaway? It is going to be now. We're on the game break. Okay, so everybody, prepare yourself. We're going to be doing the jersey giveaway, either this red jersey or this black one, signed by the Toronto Defiant players. I have a trivia question for you. I hope you guys know your Toronto Defiant or your Overwatch. I don't know. Should I do a question about... I have a couple of sample questions to pick from here. Either I do an Overwatch-based question or a Defiant-based question. I think I'll pick a Defiant-based question. So... let's do it. Okay, so... whoever answers this question correctly will be randomly drawn. A random winner will be drawn from the correct answer and be announced at the end of this entire match. Because last time we did this, it was the first person to respond, but everybody feels like their computer loaded it differently. It just depends on who has the most up-to-date stream or the best internet connection in order to kind of answer it first. So we're going to scrap that idea. I'm going to say the trivia question, the giveaway question. As long as you answer it correctly, a winner will be randomly selected and announced at the end of the match. And it has to be your first answer. If you like mess up your first answer, but then you say it like afterwards, it's your first answer that counts, right? Because everybody's just going to Google and get the right answer eventually. So make sure you get this answer correctly the first time within the first like 30 seconds to give you guys less time to actually search it up. Okay? So, the question for the jersey giveaway. Signed jersey, red or black, that will be given away, or the winner will be drawn at the end. The question is, ready? Drum roll. What city did Toronto Defiant's first match this season take place? Where was that homestand? First person to answer the correct city. Well, not first person, just a bunch of you guys to answer it correctly. Where did the Toronto Defiant's first match take place? All right, I see a lot of answers here. All right, in the back there, you see all the answers. One of you guys who said the correct city will be selected as the winner. Stay tuned to this entire stream. Don't go anywhere. We will select the winner at the end. Thank you all for answering. Wow, look at that. Where did we play? Looks like a lot of New Yorks. I'm not actually going to say what the correct answer is. I'll tell you at the end of the stream. All I can say is you're wrong. The correct answer, where did the Toronto Defiant match first take place? It took place on Earth. Come on, guys. Nobody wrote Earth? I'm just kidding. A lot of you guys got it correct, but I won't say what. Or I won't say who. We'll announce the winner at the end. Cool? Stay put. You guys are all typing Twitch emotes in the YouTube chat. Come on. Let's use some YouTube gaming emotes. Why are you guys typing Weird Champ in the YouTube chat? Where's the little dabs? Isn't there like a dab emote on YouTube? Or am I correct? What's your favorite YouTube chat emote? Yeah, there it is. That little... Woo! We got to get a couple of those woos for the Toronto Defiant, all right? YouTube emotes. What else is there? Let me see. YouTube. There's like a little peace sign one, a little thumbs up, a little dab. Interesting. Those are cute. Those are cute. We'll get a little bit of these for the game. Okay, we're still on game break. What you guys think of map 2? The Defiant looks strong, actually, on map 1. Map 2 was a little bit more iffy. I feel like the execution on defense could have been a bit cleaner, and that final fight on second phase could have been a bit better there, too. Definitely on defense, the EMPing first was the biggest thing, and then on that second attack fight, it was definitely, I think, just killing people fast enough to not allow the Gladiators to come back from spawn, right? The Farah example is the only one we can see off of the official live feed here, but it's one of the things why we do Karku's reviews, because I go into the replay and actually check every single perspective to see what could have been done differently, just to get better context. And that's why I think the Karku's review series is actually really good. Hopefully you guys enjoy that one. You see a lot more. There's a lot that goes into Overwatch. It's a team game. And unfortunately, since there's 12 players, we can only watch one person at a time. When you watch this live, it's tough. You miss out on a lot. You miss out on a lot. You're just surprised to see Agility's on the Hog? Hey, he played really well. There's my half glass full. Thank you. You wish you always had an overhead cam? Yeah. Unfortunately, we're just stuck with watching this, but that's okay. It's still like a good feed. The observers do a great job like switching between all the perspectives to see what's happening. Obviously, this is a Defiant co-stream. So if I had a choice, I'd love to be able to just like watch the Defiant perspective and just see like the top-down third-person camera and just see the context, but then switch to Defiant POVs. But this is a global broadcast feed for like neutral, unbiased scenes to see a bit of everything. So that's what we're going off of. Why do I always look angry for the thumbnail? I don't know. I'm trying to look cool for the pictures, like. But maybe I'll just smile a bit more. I think if you have it on the app, you can do all the perspectives. Oh, can you? The car key W's. Oh, goodness. What do you think about the Houston loss? I think it really sucks for Houston, but well played to the Boston Uprising. They slowly got better, a lot better, as the season went on. So big ups to them. Not much to say. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch the game at all. I only watch Defiant games. As you can tell, I'm very heavily biased for the Defiant. Go Defiant. Woo. It's one of the reasons why I'm here. Yeah, that's right. I'm completely neutral and unbiased. What am I talking about? You remember Toronto's OG team? Yeah, who remembers the Toronto's OG first roster? Come a long way. The trivia question from last stream was like, who is the longest standing Defiant member? I mean, that trivia question's already out the window since we used it last time. So just for those who missed the first stream, a little fun trivia. Who is the oldest Toronto Defiant member right now? Not like age-wise, but longest standing. And is still here. Not Logix. Yeah. It's Roki. Not Kareev. Kareev was signed this year. Logix was signed last year, but like middle of the season. It's Roki. That's the OG team. Everybody else has moved on. But we still got Roki. I'm the last standing. True, I was also there from day one as well. True. .9. I thought you were going to coach you. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, I have to do this today. Nevix was for Team Canada. Nevix was never on Team Canada. Nevix isn't Canadian. He's representing Toronto Defiant, but he was never on the Team Canada roster. I believe Nevix is Swedish. I might be wrong. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong, Nevix. He is Team Sweden. Okay, thank goodness. I thought I was wrong. Are you allowed background music? I mean, I can... Do you guys hear that? That's like the lobby. Roki's like the Lowry of the team. Last one standing. That's right. The OG roster was Neko. Yep. Stellar, Roki, Ivy, Yakpong, Envy. Then we picked up I'm 37. That's right. And Stella left and Mangachu. Oh. I heard a noise. I think we're entering game 3. Game break. Halftime over.
Now,
We all here?
the temple of Lewis.
Do you guys hear that?
Initiating match.
Can you hear the end game? Let's go. Game 3. Presented by TD. Entering game. Are we making any roster swaps? We are not. Logic Zik still here. Agilities. Nevix on the tank lineup and Cruising Kareev on the supports. Gladiators are going to keep Birdring in and keep the same composition or keep the same roster that won the map 2. All right. Ooh, nice top-down perspective. What are the Gladiators going to run? Seems like the same thing. The Mercy Zen worked out for them with the Ashe, and Kevster might play the Somber or the Tracer here.
30 seconds.
Tracer and OG is going to play the ball. Interesting comp. That's the one that won them the previous round. Toronto Defiant, are they going to make any adjustments? Logix is not going to be on Somber. He's going to be on the Tracer. Although I think that's what he played near the end there. Anyways, on Hollywood. We're also going to be on the Adiba Hog. Cruz and Kareev. Merciana. Mercy's going to be mostly attached to Farah. And we'll pocket Karib if needed. Logic started on Tracer, but he's going to switch to Sombra. Sombra is traditionally pretty good on this map. Stronger on second point, but definitely good here. So Defiant and Defiant are waiting around this corner. I think Logic's, they're just waiting for Logic's to run in there and scout at this point. Space is just shooting to try to like spy check and knock Logic's out of stealth. Logic's is sneaking around. I don't actually see where he is based on this camera angle. Do you guys see him? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, now they're actually showing him there. So he's already there, scouting for the team, telling everybody on Defiant that, hey, Big Goose and Birdring are over here. Ooh, they don't know. Nevix jumps in because they knew he was there. Gets hacked, but is getting hard pocketed. Agilities kills a Shaz. OG finishes off Cruz. It's even. It's a 3v3. Oh, sorry, 4v3. Up one for the Defiant. They're probably going to DMX space here. And a fantastic start. I think we're just going to take first point off of this. Pressuring them down. Yeah. Nicely executed. That dive was a 3-2-1. Nevix jumped right onto him with Logic. Logic didn't even go for the hack. He just wanted to burst him down immediately. If they waste time trying to dance the fingers a little bit, like that 1.5 seconds it takes to unstealth and dance the fingers, is some damage lost. And the fact that Nevix jumped at the same time means just unstealth, go for the damage. Pressured Bird Ring right away, which pulled resources. Big Goose has to pocket Ash, which means Shaz on the Zen will not get any Mercy resources. And the Nano Boost onto Zik right away. It's a huge direct rocket onto Shaz. That does 180 damage when Nano Boosted, by the way, guys. 120 damage for a direct rocket outside of Nano. 180 with Nano. So almost one-shot Zenyatta. Well, pretty much did because it was already not at full health. And a Pulse Bomb comes out. Kevster does kill Karib. Definitely resable by Cruz. Protect the res. But Kevster does finish off Zik because Zik was not able to be pocketed while Cruz was going for the res. Sorry for starting my words here. Self-destruct coming now. Transcendence is out as well. Agility is going to try to take a breather and survive. We already have one tick. A nice hook onto Kevster. Agilities on these hooks has been popping off. Getting pocketed by Cruz's Valkyrie here. Karib giving some juice onto him. The Defiant are actually going to back off here. The space does end up killing Agilities. And since Zik died earlier, man, this is 2 CP for you. If you're going to die, you have to take out 2 with you. Because the defensive respawn advantage is so significant on second point. 1 for 1 on the defensive side is worth it for them. The fact that Kevster killed Zik after Cruz had to res Karib just gave the LA Gladiators enough time to slowly come out, stall, and everybody will come back as 6 faster than the Defiant can come back out. Well played by Kevster. Sticking Karib, forcing the res, then killing Zik after. EMP comes out, space kills Zik, but counter EMP from Logic. Can we get anything out of this? We res 1, we are down 1, but another stick from Kevster. Unable to get that hack in time. Yeah, we have to concede. Right, reset here. Oh, Nano plus Mercy damage boost. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, the fact that Zik got nanoed makes 180 per rocket, and if Cruz damage boosts the Pharah, it's a one-shot. It's like 200 and whatever. What's the math on that? 50% for nano, 30% for damage boost. 180 plus 30%. I don't know, it's a lot. 200 and something. I don't have no quick maths going on here. Alright, so regroup. Bird Ring DMX Nevix before anything starts. They actually sleep capture. Nice sleep by Karib. Maybe salvageable if we can res Devix, but I don't know where he died. He's going in. Actually gets the hook. The space matrices and boops him away. Logics. Unstealth kills Shaz. Kevster comes back and kills Karib. Kevster is just sitting on Karib and pressuring Karib very well. And that, like, if Cruz wants to, this forces Cruz to, like, have to look and help out Karib, which means resources are pulled away from Zik. So Zik won't be able to actually, like, fly for free because they won't have the Mercy pocket. So this is where, like, off-angle pressure is very important, and that's what the Gladiators are doing, and making Toronto Defiant very uncomfortable in that regard. So they might have to make an adjustment, or they have to kind of initiate. Like, Logix has to go for one of his off-angle flanks and pressure their backline support. whether it's Shaz or Big Goose, to give to take attention away from some of their DPSs or tanks, so they have to like peel back and they won't dive their front line. That's a beautiful thing about Overwatch. When one thing happens, another thing has to result from it. Another play where you get the nano boost into the damage boost. Can anything happen here? So Zik's actually going to go defensive here. So instead of actually aggressively going for the Zen, because he knew he had Transcendence, he actually defensively peeled back against OGE because he knew that was the thing. That's a nice adjustment for the Defiant. Nevix hits a huge bomb and kills OGE. What do we got here? Space going for a bomb here as well. Gets a remech for free, unfortunately. But a nice hack from Logix. They did get a kill early, but there's enough time that he already came back up. But Space is demech and killed. Apaganos Las Lucis coming out from Logix. He's got to get healed. This is doable. And a hack onto the Transcendence, but the Transcendence already came out, so nothing was changed. And the Dynamite finishes off Nevix there in that corner. Capture comes out, sticks Cruise. We did get an extra tick here, though. Close. Close, 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 close. Playing a lot cleaner, though. It's all about execution at this stage of the game, right? Both teams know ultimates to use. We expended everything. They expended everything. Whole Hog is coming up, but Whole Hog might be tough to use unless you have a distinct numbers advantage, because if you use it too early in the fight, man, the Gladiators are just going to respond, Matrix it, sleep it, or no sleep, Discord you, and have Kepster just farm you with Tracer, and Birdring just get a free bob off of you. So to be careful with agilities is Whole Hog. It's not one of those ultimates where it's like, oh, we have this coming up, it'll be big. No, Whole Hog is easily counterable. You got to be careful. You can just get hooked out too. And OG is actually going to play the Hog here. He's off the Winston. So they're diving. Gladiators are sniffing this out, and they're backing up around this corner, and the Bob is going to be out. Space is matrixing as much as he can here, but Zik demechs him, gets some nice shots, booping him back. Zik is having, can't really peek this because Bob is there, but there is a barrage ready to go. Can he get it off? I think he's looking for it. I think he's got to go for it here. There it is. Coming out, but unfortunately Shaz kills him because, I couldn't even see it. We're on agility's POV. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, Hog on Hog duel here. Logix with another EMP. Shaz comes out with the Transcendence, but both Gladiator tanks are down. Kevster kills one. Logix kills Big Goose. Agility finishes off Birdwing. Kevster kills both the Toronto Defiant supports. This is gonna be tough. And unfortunately, Defiant couldn't capture the second point on 2 CP despite killing all of their tanks. OG in space going down, but Kevster on the Tracer. Oh man, tough to kill. Pro Tracer movement is very, very hard to deal with. And then Shaz, on the other hand, after getting that Transcendence off in time, didn't get hacked, reacted in time, ended up popping off on the Zenyatta as well. Unfortunate push for the Defiant. It looked like they had life when they got those first couple of kills, but the fact that the Gladiators killed both their supports after kind of spelled defeat unless the Defiant were able to clean off Tracer at the last seconds. Tracer can stall for a long time. Zen might not be able to stall by himself, but the fact that Kevster was alive and was able to blink around and be a thorn gave them enough time to come back and restabilize. So Defiant are going to make an adjustment here. We're still in the Hog Diva, but Logix is going to actually start on Widowmaker. Just looking around the Pharmacy. But Widowmaker is interesting here. I don't think Gladiators really like running the Pharah. They only did it on Ilios. And they haven't had the Pharah since. Because I think Mirror played the Pharah on the previous maps. Birdwing's going to TP up. I don't think Birdwing's going to stay on Symmetra. Symmetra's going to get spammed down by Zik. So there's no way they stay on it. This is just a teleport out of spawn. But Logix is a fantastic Widow. You guys all know that. Thank you, Mr. Logic. Let's see if he pops off here. Oh, are they doing it? No, they're just teleporting out. Yeah. Is he switching? Yeah, he's on Reaper now. We need to switch off Pharah? Not necessarily. Like, Gladiators don't have anything to actually deal with the Pharah. They're just trying to ignore the Pharah and stay alive as long as possible. OG is just gonna bubble and stay alive. Look at that, Pharah. They're playing Reaper and Sombra. Like, unless Zeke gets hacked, like, Reaper doesn't really do anything against Pharah, right? It's out of effective range, and Zeke just killed Birdring right off the get-go. Zeke's at 50% to his barrage already. This is huge. He just spams it down. I think Pharah's okay here, but the fact that the Gladiators have to attack Means they're able to make an adjustment right there. Birdwing's going to switch off and go to Widowmaker right away. But that's where Logix is going to come in and duel the Widow and kill him. Kevster does end up killing Kariv, and Zik might have rocketed himself close to a wall. He didn't do it on purpose. He was probably getting pressured by like Space or something and shot the rocket off of Space's mech and just died there. Agilities does get hacked by Kevster. Getting jumped in by OG, but Agilities hooks him back. Big Goose doing a little dance. Stays alive. And I actually think Toronto Defiant still have control of this. Gladiators are going to slowly move their way to the right side. Birdwing is respawned. Does Logix win this duel again? I think he does. Where is he? I want to see this Widow duel. Come on. Nice shots. Nice. Big barrage by Zeke off the back of the headshot onto Moira, but Moira makes it out. Space pressures him there, and Cruz pistols out Birdwing. Shaz ends up staying alive. Logix unfortunately couldn't get enough damage off on the headshot on the Moira. Logix does kill Shaz eventually. Logix finishes off Space before he died to the bomb. Gladiators are all going to jump in, and realistically, I think the attackers have a better advantage here on first point because of the respawn, but Logix kills another one. Is he going to be able to make it out? Zeke does come back in time and kills Kevster. Can they do this? Space finishes off Logix. Oh, they're almost back. Nevix is back. Logix does kill two. Saw long enough. Give him it to him. He's going to touch at the last second. Yep, Nevix is touching. He's just going to get demeched here. That's okay. That was bound to happen. Agilities jumps in. Finishes off OG. You try to stall. Agilities is going to take a breather, and Nanoboo's coming into Zik. They can do this. They can do this. Oh, and unfortunately, he gets hacked after he ease in. Concussives in. Space claps back with two, but gets demech. Finishes off by Logix. Logix is off the Widowmaker. Went to Tracer to blink back in fast. The beat coming out. Cruz with the res on the Nevix. Nevix, if he remechs, this is huge. Forces Kevster to teleport back up, but gives Big Goose and Shaz kill off the Toronto Defiant backline, but Logix bounces back with two. Kevster finishes off Zik. So much is happening. I don't know what's going on. Logix is still alive. Oh, and a stick. No, I think that's it. Nah, the attackers have a better advantage there. But hey, well played by the Defiant. I didn't think they were going to be able to recontest. But they did it. They burned another like minute off the clock. So hey, that was pretty good. That was a maybe? Maybe? Pause champ? That was actually a crazy fight. Alright, Kevster sitting there with the EMP. EMP's both the Pharah Mercy. They're gonna coalesce, and Defiant are trying to run. They're trying to put the resources to keep their supports alive, but they were stacked. Zeke counters back with a barrage. Does finish off Birdwing, but they might be able to get res. No, just kidding. Gladiators aren't running a Mercy. Alright, so one kill back. The Gladiators do kill a bunch. They have to touch here. They have to touch. Cruz flies in, touches at the last second. Nevix and Logix can touch here too. Gets the res off. I actually think Defiant may be able to restabilize. 85% to 91. Yeah, they got this. The defensive respawn advantage is too big. That was crazy though. Nice direct rockets here, building up another barrage. Woof, cutting it close. Only 3 more minutes. Can they do this? It's not even just a tick. The Gladiators have to get less than a tick because it's going to reboot back down to 66%. They only need to get 19% to capture. That's like 4 seconds alone on the point. 3 seconds alone on the point. Not a lot of time. It's doable, but it's going to be tough. What's the math on that? Can somebody do that math real quick? From 66.6% to capture to 91, that's 5% that they got to capture. Instead of 33. I don't know how much time on the clock that is. That's going to be tough. And Nano has to come out early from Kareem. Oh, trying to time the sleep onto Birdwing there, but mistimes it a little bit. Whole Hog's cutting out. He's got an EMP, or he's got a Nano to keep Agilities alive. Cruz goes down off the EMP from Kevster. And then this is where Logix counters back with his own EMP. Agilities is still alive and healthy. There's an OG bubble here, but a Coalescence comes out and they stack the beat here. Nice cancel. Agilities gets hacked. He's going to stall as long as he can. Turns his head down. Cruz is touching. Justice rains from above. Nice sleep by Kariv. Logix is on the point, blinking around, trying to stay alive here. Nevix is touching it too. Trying to boot back the ball. Agilities is on the ball, trying to stall. Is it doable? Cruz touches an EMP, comes from Kevster. A die from Birdwing. Agilities is still alive. They're jumping in. Oh, and unfortunately, the Defiant couldn't hold on. And the Gladiators take map 2. Well played by Space. I saw him all over the kill feed. But play the game from Logix. Logix is playing really well. I got a lot of EMPs and got a lot of value down. But hey. Nice try, nice try. Still 1-2. It's doable. Do we believe, chat? I still believe. Oh. Does Pharah have damage drop off? Pharah does not have damage drop off. Unfortunately. Or actually, fortunately. If Pharah had damage drop off, she would just never be picked, ever. Ever. And in here, we like balance in Overwatch. We want the game as balanced as possible. But there's always a chance, guys. We gotta believe. We can still do it. We can still do it. Hard to say what went wrong there. I just think our execution, like the timing on everything, is just needs to be cleaned up. Like, you gotta remember, everybody in Overwatch League is so individually talented. Like, replace one player from another, it may not change like a team completely. It's all about the synergy. Helping people when needed. Like, they know how to do it, but it's just like that chemistry. That's like the difference between every single team. Balance is possible. Why 2 off tanks? I mean, off tanks is still a subjective thing that was come up by the community. Tanks are tanks, categorically at least. Second point, Pharah's kind of not great. Yeah, the skybox, playing attack Pharah on second point is a lot tougher because it's a lot easier for the defending team to kind of pressure him down. You could tell Zik was kind of getting shot down very fast. I think Toronto Defiant's playbook was that right side Kareev nano into Zik. Zik flies in with the damage boost, nano boost, and tries to one-shot the Gladiators backline, which ended up working on the first attack because they weren't ready. Like, Shaz got killed. Do you remember that? Shaz got bursted down on the Zenyatta by Zeke right away. They just couldn't kill the rest of the team fast enough, and they ended up coming back, and Kevster on the Tracer just like stayed alive and killed the enemy, or killed the Toronto Defiant's backline. So this is where, if that play didn't work the first time, I think the Defiant tried it a few more times, but at that point the Gladiators made an adjustment and knew it was coming, and then Space was ready to matrix almost all of it. We were up 3 and lost that fight. I mean, defender spawns are good. We have to, even if we kill 3, we got to kill the other 3 fast enough before the defending 3 come back. And if the defending team kills in like our supports on attack, like, it's tough. It's tough. If you want Overwatch to be balanced, remove Bastion. I mean, Bastion really isn't an issue. I mean, he's inherently just not that great without like the entire team playing around him. There's just some heroes that require too many resources to be like played effectively. And I think I talked about this with Jake on the podcast before, but I think he agrees that any hero that requires another hero to enable them that hard, and without it they're not good, is inherently imbalanced, if that makes any sense. Like, if you play Pharah without a Mercy, it's like, eh. If you play Bastion without any shields or a comp around them, it's like, eh. That's why Pharah's kind of fallen off from the meta. And I think one of the suggestions was to give Pharah shield health, right? Like blue health. Like, instead of like 200 white health, it would be 200 health still, 200 HP, but like 100 of it would be shields. So like, if they're in the sky, they don't have a pocket, if they take some poke damage, it'll naturally regenerate over time, right? But then again, Pharah is kind of dominant on console, so separate patches. Maybe that could be a change for PC players only, but Pharah's fine on console. It's tough. Balance is very finicky and very, very, very tough to do. It's a very dynamic game, right? Why are Korean teams running Diva Winston? I mean, Diva Winston's just traditional dive. Like, if your team is good at executing it, you can totally do it. Like, there's a meta on what's strong in Overwatch, but if your team knows how to execute a different composition better, like, why not just run what you're good at? Who wins the raffle? So, yeah, during the game break before the Anubis match, we did the trivia question. I'll have the winner for you guys later at the end of the stream. So stay tuned for these last couple of matches. One more game, if not 2 more, for the tie break. We got this. Do you believe, chat? I believe. We get some we get some of these in the chat for some positivity and some strength to Defiant. I'm sure they can feel the vibrations of the hands like this. They're actually here. Some of the players are here in the offices they're playing. They can feel that presence, okay? If you give them enough of those little wavy dab hands, they'll feel it all right. Thank you for those who are spamming those emotes. Tell them chat says hi. I'll tell them after. I don't want to bother them right now. Let them do their thing right there. Let them do their thing. All right. We got to keep smiling. That's right. Let's head on into map number 4. Presented by TD. Thank you very much, TD. Game time. Map 4. Same comp. Same comp. That's the meta. Agility is pretty much staying on hog this entire day. The Gladiators, I think Shao's, the Gladiators like to play the Lucio Moira, or they run the Mercy Zen. Interesting. Excuse me. Cut. 1 to 2. First to 4. Zik on the Pharaoh again. Logic's not on Sombra. On the Widowmaker to start on offense. Hey, if Logix goes for a grapple shot here and kills them, we thank him. We thank him. So Defiant start up top, jump down to scout that middle red building to see where OG is playing. Pretty obvious. Ooh, and the Gladiators are actually going to run Kevster, not on Tracer, but on the Pharah. So Logix is going to actually not only look for the Pharah duel, but also look for the... the Widow duel, but also look for the Pharah. But same for the Gladiators. Both DPSs are mirrored right now. The two differences is Hog instead of Winston, and Anna instead of Zen. Agility is sneaking up on the flank. Can he pull anything off here? No, they sniffed him out. Forcing him down a little bit. Okay. Just a neutral fight. Nothing's happening so far. Ooh, and a nice hook onto space. Kevster actually kills Zik on the kill feed. Didn't see what happened there, but Logix bounces back. Kills Kevster in response. Who's gonna get rezzed? I don't know. Logix kills Birdring as well. Thank you, Mr. Logix. Dude, this guy is insane on the Widowmaker. Cannot compete. Is he gonna go for the air shot? Okay. But hey, the Defiant are up 1 off the picks of Logix, and Kareev finishes off Winston after Agilities hooks him. Heal me. Heal me. Heal him, Kareev. Yeah. Nicely played. I think off the back of that, so Defiant should have control of this. Shaz is burning Transcendence to stall, so unless they pull this off, I think the Defiant actually have control of this. Alright, well played. Ooh. Oh, nice shots by Zik. Guys, you have to remember Zik's also playing on high ping, by the way. I'm pretty sure Zik is still across the Atlantic Ocean right now in Europe. So Zik has been playing this entire game on high ping. Ooh, we get an instant replay. What did Logix do? Let's see this. Oh, spots him. Boom. Number 1. Then finds the Widowmaker. Oh, we couldn't kill the Widow. We couldn't see the Widowmaker kill. How's that fair? Well, I'm pretty sure Paris also has one of their players in Korea right now playing on 200 ping. It's not fair. Perfect world, we'd have everybody playing on same ping, or we'd be playing in-person LAN, but we have to play online. COVID, we had to all make sacrifices and adjustments. It sucks, but it is what it is. Fielder. Yeah, Fielder. Thank you. So Defiant, take the first checkpoint. Do you guys know everybody calls this church on Dorado? But this is actually a courthouse. But church is like one syllable, and everybody just calls it church, even though it's not a church. You guys call this church to the right, or no? Alright, so Julius is gonna come around the corner. The payload's slowly getting inched underneath this little bridge here. Logix is on the off angle there, actually getting shot at by Birdring, but this is where Zeke jumps in onto Birdring to clear that angle. So Logix is no longer threatened by it, to give him a bit more space to land the shots onto the other targets. Teamwork, baby. That's how we do it. Diva Bomb coming out from space isn't getting anything, but Kevster is sneaking around, gets a stick onto Logix. Nevix does clear off space after he went for the bomb. It is still it's in the favor of the Gladiators here. They're definitely up one, but Nevix kills two. If they can kill one here, it's doable. If Agilities clutches it right now, does kill Big Goose. Can he do it? Oh no, it's tough. Nevix got demech. They lost too many members, and the Gladiators are gonna come out of spawn here. Close. Kevster is being very, very sneaky. And ooh, a little tracer tech there. Did you guys know about that? Did you know about that? Jump on the payload, jump on that right thing, and now you can go onto the high ground without taking the long way back. Jump on the payload, jump on that little thing, blink again, because you can blink upwards now on this patch. Like as of like a patch almost 6 months ago, Tracer can blink a bit diagonally, vertically, sorry. Sneaking around, they have no idea. Ooh, gets shot but has to get recalled right away. Oh my god, 30 health, Kevster, almost dead. Ooh, he almost, I actually thought Kevster was gonna go for the stick, but then that stick wouldn't have been valuable because the res. Oh, he gets another stick onto Logix though. Saves it. They're gonna try to go for the res, but they're gonna try to cancel it, but they do get it off. So the pulse bomb doesn't get as much value. If they denied the res, it would have been huge, but the Defiant still have a chance here. Res is down, but they popped. What did we pop? We didn't pop anything. We've got 3. We got a barrage. We're just poking around, searching for opportunities right here.
No one can hide from my sight.
Now they see him. Logix has to be very wary of Kevster's Tracer. He's been stuck twice in a row now. A lot of agility is kind of low, getting pocketed by Karib. They're friends. They're roommates. Heals up. Here comes a shot. They had walls. Yeah, do you see Logix is on guard here? He knows that Tracer's coming eventually. I think Agilities should be whole hogging here soon. Looking for a hook shot into a whole hog soon to break the bubble. Birdring kills Cruz. Birdring kills 2. The barrage. Tough. Tough to look for those barrage angles. You just die so easily off of that. I think the Gladiators are gonna be able to hold this. Nice shots.
Almost feel something.
CarQ spots 2.0. Ooh, Birdring. Turning on the Jets here. Getting a couple of kills. Nicely done by Birdring over here. Killing 3. Logix, also a very talented Widow himself. Logix had enough of this and he's on Tracer now. He's tired of getting flanked, so now he's gonna put his Tracer to work. We all know Logix is a fantastic Widow and DPS hit scan player, but Logix used to be like a Tracer, almost like a Tracer one trick and just play Tracer all the time. I think Tracer is still his favorite hero. 1 kill by Space, killing Karib, but the Defiant, wow, bounce back and kill 4 in the kill feed. We totally just missed what happened. Oh my goodness. And just like that, I think the Defiant just take the point. Did we get an instant replay on that? I just blinked and it was over. All 4 kills happened so fast and we couldn't see what happened. Pog? That's Pog. Hey, Pog. Okay, no complaints. Nice. I know, we're all just giving question marks like, oh, that was fast. Once again, limitations of watching like a global feed. You can only watch 1 person at a time. Then 4 things happen on the kill feed, then you just miss the action. That's why you watch CarQ's reviews, where we break down team fights and plays, so you can see it from all perspectives and get the full context of what's going on in Overwatch League level fights. So the Toronto Defiant capture the point, but Defiant have to reset because the Gladiators killed like 4. Okay, reset. Are self-heal abilities any good for ult economy? Yeah. I mean, they get a lot of ult charge from farming you, but then Roadhog, just self-healing, helps build his whole hog. As long as the whole hog doesn't get canceled, it's like pretty neutral. So Logix is being a little sneaky over here. A little Pink Panther music, cue it. I don't think they know he's there. And Zeke kills Kevster. We don't see it on the kill feed. We see it on the kill feed. We don't see it in first-person perspective. And there comes Logix, goes for the pulse bomb, doesn't unfortunately get the stick. But that is okay, and Zeke is around this corner, flying off, maxing out the range, getting jumped by everybody. Here comes the barrage again. Nice direct rocket off the nano boost. Tries to E in and go for the barrage there, but couldn't get into space. But I think it's got demeched anyways by Nevix's bomb. Might have been a ping issue. You never know. And nicely done. Are they going to be able to capture this? I think they will. Big Goose is just sitting on point. Kill the Mercy. Thank you very much. And thank you, Toronto Defiant. A Bob does come out, but it can definitely get bursted down. Cleaning it up. They're at a huge numbers advantage. And Defiant actually finished in complete Dorado. This is doable. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I think the Defiant have so much potential. Now, we're not the only team that has players on ping, but like, for the longest time, half of our roster was playing on high ping. Cruz, Numlocked, Zeke. We're all across the Atlantic. Cruz is here now. Numlocked is still across. Zeke is too. Zeke has to lead his shots. Playing a projectile hero, you have to lead your shots based on movement, and you have to compensate for 100 milliseconds or 122nd millisecond ping. Like, that's hard. Imagine them on LAN. I don't know, man. LAN and that, like, team synergy. Oh, Cruz is in New Jersey in the Paris house. Oh, never mind. Then he still had low ping. I take it back.
Hello. Hello there.
That's why he was able to come here. It's a short flight. But we got this.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Now, I'm not sure if I'm correct on this, but apparently a lot of pros say Tracer on LAN with no ping is like night and day compared to playing it on like 50 millisecond ping online. I don't know, the Defiant roster, we're holding our own. I think we had a series where we took Paris to a map 5. We took Philadelphia to a map 5. We clean up our execution. We totally got this. So Birdring actually staying? No. He's giving them the teleport angle away from line of sight so they don't see him, hopefully. But I think Toronto can sniff this out. Come on, sniff harder. Something's fishy. You should be noticing that like none of the Gladiator members peeked, which means they teleported behind you. Come on, sniff it out, boys. Where are they? Yeah, Logic sniffs it. He knows. He's looking. He's like, where are they? Are they sneaking around? Yeah, they are. They have to be. Okay, Kevster's been spotted. Birdring. They spotted OG Birdring here. And a grapple shot. Doesn't actually see the Pharah. Okay. They teleported behind, but they're all back at like the neutral standard positions up here. Oh, and a hook. I thought that was actually into the wall, but Agilities gets the edge of the hitbox. Spaces sees them. As soon as he jumps up, he gets shot. He loses his mech basically instantly. Oh my goodness, and Defiant. Nicely done. Agilities gets the hook. Kills Birdring off a shot into the melee. Space does finish off Zeke after Zeke dove for Shaz, but Defiant definitely have control of this. Nice. And he's going to get res too. Hey, all things are good right now. Good first hold. 1.5 minutes off the clock already. Only 2:30 left. If we win this next team fight, based off of our ultimates here, it's looking good. It'll almost be in the last minute. Gladiators can come up on the left side here. Another hook by Agilities, and he gets punished immediately. Logic's with the synergy. Goes for the headshot. Once you get hooked, you're kind of stuck in a stationary stun. Lines up a 300 damage headshot from Logic's, 200 damage from Agilities, his primary fire, and OGE is just down. Now they gotta wait another 20 seconds before they can engage. Gladiators cannot engage without their main tank. Fantastic, fantastic hooks by Agilities. I've been really impressed with this Agilities hog choice today. Everybody's surprised seeing him on tank today, but anybody who's been watching Agilities for a long time knows he can play that hog. And he gets stuck, but he's gonna be not fine, unfortunately. Kevster with the stick, jumps Logics as well. Oh man. I think MVP for Gladiators today has definitely been Kevster, playing an amazing Tracer, and then for the Defiant, Agilities. Great hooks. Agilities and Logics definitely been playing out of their minds. Logic's getting a huge amount of picks on the Widow, who's farming like 4 EMPs every other fight. Alright, so now we're on to the second point. Kevster's trying to take an off angle, but it's been sniffed out by Zeke. Honestly, Zeke's Pharah has been pretty impressive, minus those like small mistakes situationally. Like he's playing well, and then those like one fights where like, oh, maybe should have done this. Like those are very impactful. As a DPS hero, there's like the margin of error for the angles you take and the shots you have to land is very small. Like, you have to be on point at all times. Like, if Kevster missed some of those, like, tracer blinks and those shots, like, you wouldn't have bursted some of the players down from Defiant, which changes the angles they're on. And Logix kills Kevster with the headshot. Ooh, boom. Lilies is gonna heal up. We are up 1. I feel like we can press this advantage more. We're allowing them to push this payload around the corner quite a bit. But usually that is given for free, and then the fight's usually taken under the bridge. Usually. Because that bridge, that little wall below there is like that cover they need to take. So Birdring kills Zeke, and then Cruz goes for the res, but Space goes for the bomb immediately to kind of kill them during the res animation, and it ends up working, and OG gets slept by Kariv. Is he gonna get headshot? Kevster sneaking around here. Ooh. Kevster on this tracer. He is so good. That is dirty. Alright, so we're kind of funneled into this room. Shouldn't we switch now that they have Widow? We have Barrage. We're trying to find a high impactful Barrage here. He has to pop Transcendence here. Because Zik was looking for that ultimate there, but like he's gonna get forced down and shut down just like that. Yeah, they're kind of shutting down. It's tough to play Pharah to come back here from like a closed area without the skybox to start with. So it's tough, but the Toronto Defiant do kill 2, and they have the respawn advantage here. They might be able to do this if Cruz glocks down Birdring. Nice leap onto OG, but he unfortunately gets woken up. Cruz can actually stay on this for a long time. And a Justice Rains from above does come out from Zeke because of this innate respawn advantage. And Toronto actually manages to take it back. I thought the Gladiators had the advantage off the 2 kills, but a great heads-up Diva Bomb by Nevix. 1 kill here. Okay, let me just do the math here. An attacking respawner for the Gladiators, if they die, they have to run through this area. That's like 25 seconds at least. The Defiant have to just go from the underground, and then they're already in line of sight, like almost 10 seconds. It's like 1 kill is worth 2 for the Defiant. So the fact that they took 2 back early in that fight just gave the rest of the team enough time to come back and just stall and stabilize. So the Gladiators, if they can't win this fight, it's over. Oh geez, around the corner. He's got Primal. He's gonna look for a juicy target, but they're all playing spread. Agilities is playing cart duty. Defiant sniffed him out. He's already at half health. He's gonna have to drop his bubble and go for a Primal real soon. There it is. Kevster's gonna try to look for their backline, but a nice Venom Mine by Logix and a Widow duel. Come on, Logix. Oh, and he gets the Mega. This is yours. Come on. Oh, now we can't watch it anymore because Kevster kills Cruz on the other side. They're taking their duel act there. Nobody's dead on the kill feed on the Widow duel. Birdring does end up killing Logix on the duel. Zik kills Shaz. Oh no. That's tough. That was a Widow 1v1 right there. Can't win them all. Can't win them all. Birdring and Logix are so talented. The Birdring staying alive ends up cleaning up 3 off that 1 duel. That's what I mean. That margin of error for DPSs is so slim. If you have to hit your shots, if you hit those, it changes the tide completely because Birdring is now free from that angle. And he just sits there and kills 3 more of the Defiant members. If Logix won that, it would have changed everything. And Birdring ulted for sights there just to have that sight line onto Logix so he could get the headshot angle earlier. Oh man. It's okay, we got this though. Only 1 minute left for the Gladiators. The Toronto Defiant actually finished this map, so it's still doable. Now you gotta wash that last team fight out of your mind and just focus on the here and now. Everybody in ranked games, so annoying. They'll just like dwindle on that previous fight for so long. Like, oh my god, this should happen. It's like, no. Get focused. We still have another point to play. Talk about that stuff mid-game. Agilities gets the pick onto Shaz. Hey, 30 seconds left. Doable. Still winnable. Nevix finishing off Birdring as well. Logix hears the Tracer. I said we got this map. I said we completed the map. Like we got all 3 points. That's what I meant to say. And a nice hook from Agilities again. Staggering Big Goose. Is this it? We can tie the series up. Take it to a game 5. Let's go, boys. Believe. Do we believe? Winnable. Agility's crouching around here. Kevster's been hanging here the whole time. They have no idea he's here. He's been in and hanging the whole time. He's gonna be able to touch. He touches in time. Agility's whole hogging to blast them out. Kevster still blinking around, and Zik comes around and gets the barrage and kills Shaz. That is huge. Off the bat, but Birdring finishes off Logic, but Kareev kills Birdring in response. Gladiators do have a res available off the Valkyrie. Please stop the res. Do not let him go. Nevix with the bomb kills Kevster, and the Toronto Defiant are gonna be able to take this. There's no way we lose this. We've killed 5. It's over. Kill OGE. Here we go, baby. Game 5. Secure it, finish it off. Hey! Let's go! Let's go! We should review that play. Should that be on the Karku's reviews? This one? Wait, which play should we review? There have been a lot of fantastic plays so far. Let's go! Alright, big play of the game. The series is tied. It's doable. Big play of the game. Nice. 2-2 map 5 coming down to the wire. This is playoff Overwatch for you. It's not to say playoff basketball. Playoff Overwatch for you. No, one day you do a full segment. I've always thought about that. So for Karku's reviews, I do a lot of like edited down fast breakdowns, but do you guys think it would be a better change if I just like take my time and just like do live, like browse through the replay and kind of break it down? It'll be a longer video because the Karku's reviews are like 3 minutes because I thought people like the fast, compact breakdown, but maybe it's better if I just go more in depth. I don't know. I think for the playoff edition, I probably should like break these crazy plays down more in depth for sure. I think you guys are right. Just skip reset times and talk about the interesting fights. All right, more content. Makes sense, makes sense. All right, wow. What'd you guys think of that? Who impressed you the most here? Like, who are your MVPs so far in the series? I'm gonna say for Gladiators, it's Kevster. For Toronto, it's a tie between Logics and Agilities. Like this hog pick is surprisingly working really well. Agilities is on point with the hooks. And other than that lost 1v1 Widow team fight from Logics, he's been playing very well as well. We gotta give credit to the supports though. That's what I mean, like supports as well don't get enough love. I'm a support main. It's tough to see what they do impactfully on the kill feed because you're watching from so many different perspectives. Supports don't get a lot of love on the like overall broadcast, but when you watch individual play in the replay viewer, it's a lot easier to see what's happening. One of my biggest gripes about like colors in this is like you can't tell when teams get like big anti-nades on Ana half the time, right? Because the coloring is off. It's not always purple for every team because each one's have their own individual colors. So sometimes like the casters will be like, oh, that's a big nade, but then I'm like, did they actually nade them? I couldn't even tell, right? Cruz has been battle mercing. I saw Cruz like pull the Glock out and kill a couple of people too. So people don't have long attention spans, keep short vids. That's the thing. That's why my first argument was to make faster breakdowns of these plays because the attention span. Like, yes, long videos are nice, but you guys are already the exception because you guys already. The fact that you guys are here watching the co-stream here means you're already dedicated fans. But to like reach a wider audience, you kind of have to do breakdowns, like teamfight breakdowns in shorter bursts. That's why I kept them short, because it appeals to a wider audience who don't have the attention span to sit through a 20-minute review of all these fantastic plays. It's got to be a balance of both. And Kevster is playing at 200 ping. Really? I thought Kevster was there in the offices with them. If Kevster's playing 200 ping with that level of tracer, that guy is a monster. Cruise difference, Pog. Oh, he's in EU. Wow. He's on 100 ping then. So they're playing East Coast servers. Gladiators, I think they're all living in Los Angeles right now. They're playing on East Coast, which gives them like 60 ping. And then since they have Kevster, like Kevster trying to play onto California servers would give him an even more disadvantage. So you play the middle ground East Coast. So the rest of Toronto, well, the servers are in Chicago for East Coast. So then it would be like, it's usually like 50 to 60 ping for East Coast players. And West Coast players also get like 60 or 70. And then EU players like Zik And Kevster, they get about 100, 120, I believe. Why don't the Defiant add membership options? Good question. There's going to be a substitution. Agility is actually coming out of the game. We have Numlock coming in for the final tiebreaker. Is this it? We're actually taking Agilities off the Roadhog. Right here. Agilities has come out. Numlocked is in. I know you guys are saying, uh-oh, but let's put some trust into the team and the coach. They might have prepared for this. Agilities has been playing really well all day. Not gonna lie to you. I don't know what's going on, but let's put the trust and the faith into the coaching staff and their decision here. Numlocked in his own right is a fantastic main tank player. Are we running a main tank composition here? I don't think Numlock's gonna play Hog. I think because we ran Agilities 4 straight games, I think they're sniffing that the Gladiators are making an adjustment to play around the Hog, so we pull out something that they're not ready for. Because the Gladiators probably prepared for Agilities to play Hog this week, and now that they had 4 games of experience, now we flip the Blue Eyes White Dragon on them, you know? Exodia. This is it. Believe, guys. Trust in them. Believe. Right? Teams over a long series always make adjustments game to game to game to game, right? They're like, we've seen this for a while. We lost against this Agilities thing here. Let's try to do this. And now we pull a Numlock. They're like, oh, shoot. We weren't ready for this, right? You got to play mind games. Dig deep into the entire roster here. All right. We doing the wave rally. Let's get a little waves here. A little dab, but the dab seems a little 2010 at this point. It's an old action. Let's call this the Hanzo arrow. The Katniss Everdeen. Why don't they put Agilities on DPS and Numlocked on tank? I don't know. I'm not the coach. They trust their players. Like I said, let them do their thing. We're over here just co-streaming. We're casting. We're watching. We're observing. We believe. It looks like they're not starting yet. They're just using the restroom, getting some water. Big final game 5 here. This is for the season. If we lose this, we're out. Keep the season alive, guys. Let's go to the second round. Once again, the brackets. Oh. Believe. I'm not jinxing anything. Here we go. Tiebreaker. Co-stream presented by TD. What's going on here? Nice. So, like I said, Numlocked has come in for Agilities. Gladiators are keeping the same roster. They haven't subbed Mirror back in yet. Birdring's been playing the last few games, and he's going to stick to it. Toronto has made that adjustment. I wonder what composition they're going to play. Numlocked doesn't play much Hog, does he? They're going to run Winston. They're not going to run the Hog Diva. They're going to go to Winston here, which matches up against the Gladiators. We got this. Believe. Seb Barton. Give us what we want to see. A 3-2 victory. A teleporter coming up from Logix. Is he going to teleport at a spawn, then switch? Or is he going to bring that teleporter to the choke and teleport top left? Let's see what happens here. Oh, he's bringing the TP over. They're going to teleport top left. Or are they? They're not. They're fighting it straight up. OG kills Zeke off the back already. Zeke on the Sombra, no longer on the Pharah, and unfortunately he goes down early. Birdring just running in there, shooting the Reaper stuff. Off that first kill, it's going to be tough. Everything is broken down. Nice boop by Cruz to keep him back. So even though one kill was down, oh no, Cruz now falls down too. And he gets hacked here. Can we kill Birdring here? Oh, unfortunately not. The Coalescence coming out early from Kareev, matched by Shaz. It's pretty even right now. No team is actually captured yet. Kevster does build his EMP off of all this kind of chaos and team fights. And so does OG. And Gladiators are going to take the first capture. Coalescence for Coalescence so far. The Gladiators definitely have ultimate advantage because they got the initial pick. So some members of the Defiant have fallen behind on ultimate economy. EMP comes out early. from Kevster. One EMP. The rest of the Gladiators still have a lot to work with, but the Defiant are going to have some of their ultimates come online here. And Kevster is going to get forced out here. Yeah, okay. So it looks like Cruz and Nevix force Kevster to go back out. Zeke almost has his EMP. Just going to unstealth here and just build the rest of the EMP. That's smart. Yep. You can just go for it. Hacks him. The teleport from behind from Bird Ring gets EMP'd and canceled. Even though he kills Karib, heads up play there. Big EMP. Perfect timing. OG has to jump out. I think Defiant are actually going to have this point. All right, 40% in. That's okay. No, they're going to touch. No, they're not. He couldn't touch in time. OG might be dead. And a Reaper ult comes in with a Lucio beat and a counter beat here. Ultimate's being thrown out. The die didn't get too much value. A Coalescence coming out from Shaz. And a Diva Bomb coming out from Nebix to force the Gladiators to break line of sight so the rest of the Coalescence doesn't get value. Karib matches another Coalescence. EMP comes out from Kevster. So much going on. Numlock was hacked and he had to go down, but Nebix does kill Bird Ring. Logic kills OGE. What is going on? 4v4 right now. Defiant still have control of the point because Shaz and Karib are still alive. The heals are still going to be thick. Logic's DMX space and Defiant still have control of this. I believe. This is for the season, guys. This is a huge map 5. Come on, boys. He had to fade. Karib needs to get healed, and he got shot into the head by Big Goose. He faded after the heal orb. He should have heal orb back as he came down. That's not good. Once you fade, you lost the heal orb LOS. Oh, no. But a hack onto OG, but they do kill 2. Oh. That is such an unfortunate kill. Well, a very nice kill by Big Goose. Very unfortunate for Karib. Fading to dodge because he was taking a lot of active damage. He's like, oh shoot, I gotta fade. Even though he dropped the heal orb. But then as soon as he faded back, it walked to the line of sight of the green Oreos from Big Goose. Oh, that is rough. An EMP comes out early from Kevster. Off the back of another Coalescence from Shaz. And the Defiant have to regroup for this final fight here. Oh, that is so tragic. Oh my goodness. Okay, I believe though. I believe Kevster likes to hang out on that left side there. Force him out. We do have a bunch of vaults coming out. Zeke is scouting. He's looking right now. Feeding the Defiant information. Checking all the corners. Clear, clear. Bird Ring being a little sneaky. OG with the primal off the back of Space's Diva Bomb, but Cruz gets the beat off in time, and he gets EMP'd and he gets booped. Cruz boops OG. That's huge. It's still doable. Fantastic beat. Hack into boop. That was a fantastic play. Well played, Defiant. Did you guys see that? That was so huge. OG got hacked. And Cruz booped him at the perfect time. So OG was unable to leap back in. And that's huge. That was so big. It's doable. This is the last fight. It's already 70%. By the time this team fight breaks out, it's going to be around 80%. If the Defiant secure this, that's basically the round. But if the Gladiators win this, it's also the round as well. Unless these fights are really, really staggered. Come on. Bird Ring does have his ultimate. He's going to be looking for another EMP coming out from Kevster. They have to expect it. And the EMP comes out, Bird Ring shoots him down, he chives into the back, and he gets hacked back. Oh, Nevix does kill Big Goose. They have to stall. They give him the control of the point. Can anybody touch? Unfortunately not. Numlocked had his primal rage, but Kevster, I don't know if they were expecting the EMP or not. But if you know that EMP is coming out, you have to go for that primal first. That's tough. To play main tank is so hard when you gotta worry about the hack and the EMP. Come on, Defiant, pull it together. This is for the season. It's still winnable. It's not over yet. Do you still believe? I still believe. Take it back. Take it back. Come on. Teleporter out the gate. Yep. Get there as fast as you can. A Reinhardt The first Rhine. Zeke is on the Junkrat too. OG is going to be on the ball. This is a complete opposite composition. Let's see if this change is what Toronto needs. So the Gladiators are playing spread out as to not get bursted down by the clump AoE damage from Symmetra and Junkrat. OG jumps in and he's going to get forced back out right away. Are they going to be able to take the space here? Numlock is hacked, but he's going to walk into the point, hold the shield up. That shield is breaking, but he's shielding as much as he can. Capture goes for hack on someone, and Zeke kills OG! Junkrat is so good against ball. I think OG fell into the trap. Nice kills by Zeke. Trying to find out going to be able to clean up the rest of this. A rocket jump for Nevix to see if he can finish off Zen there, but then Cruz goes for the boop, gets him off. Ooh, that's ultimate charge. Oh yes, Nevix, farm that grab. Diva ball is juicy, and Nevix is at decent charge right now. Nevix is going to be able to farm. This is good. This is a good comp. I actually think the Gladiators have to make a switch against this. Ball on this map is interesting. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say it's that common because the grappling line of sights, the grappling selection is a lot more limited. You don't have as much open space to work with here. So it's very likely you run into a trap by accident. And an EMP does come out from Kevser right away, and Shaz finishes off Numlock. Numlock's going to get put out, like, he's going to get stuck off of the hack. If he gets hacked or EMP'd, like, he just gets discorded. So that's the value of the Gladiators running a Zenyatta comp. But they're actually running Lucio's in. I didn't even notice. Logix does kill Shaz back. Kills 2 with the space. He's full charge, and the tire is coming out. Almost DMX OGE. But the Defiant still have control of the point despite Numlock going down early on the EMP. And that's what I meant. I think the Gladiators have to make an adjustment. Toronto Defiant's comp is actually much better suited for the geometry of this map. Junkrat Symmetra is just like any sort of door you walk through, you're just gonna die. And Gladiators were on Lucio Zen. That is very, very little healing. That's banking on the fact that you guys get a kill immediately. And they didn't. Numlock gets hacked, but he gets bubbled. He's gonna get left out to dry, but no, Cruz gets the huge beat. Numlock's gonna be able to recover. Grab can come out here. We still have control of the point. This is doable. 83%. This could be final fight if we do this right. Birdwing's gonna try to teleport down. Oh my goodness, and Birdring on the flank. Reaper ultimate. Okay. Okay. Good thing Nevix held onto the grab there, because if Nevix grabbed, that would have been even worse, because Nevix dropped down. Oh, sorry, Birdwing dropped down and killed 5 right away. We don't have a Diva Matrix to eat that, right? So as long as that ultimate's out, it's still doable. Alright, coming around the corner. Don't bubble too early. We got no energy right now. The EMP is going to come out here. And Numlock just gets bursted down, but Logix jumps into the back and gets one back. Numlock is dead. Space goes for the bomb, but like, can't go anywhere because Logix is already ready for him and kills 2. The Defiant can do this. We have grab. We have grab. They're making sure we can follow up with it. And he still has held on to it. He hasn't found an opportunity to use it yet. I don't know. I felt like we should have used it there, but I have to watch the replay again. Logix caught 2 back. Even though Numlock died, was there any way for them to follow up? I don't know. Now you're giving the Gladiators time to build their ultimates back. We believe. These guys are always playing from the top. Numlock's being jumped down. A tire coming out from Zeke. Kevster is gonna get caught out. He's gonna die. Huge coalescence. OG kills. Oh, he has to be careful with the Matrix. That's why he didn't fire it right away. And a huge grab is gonna DMX space right away. He doesn't have anything else for it. This is good. Good start. Good start. Logix is annoying them in the backline. Cruz is jumping in, trying to poke him down. Trying to laser these guys down. And a shatter coming down. Unfortunately, he doesn't get anything. He tried to time it to the ball spin by OGE, and they're stalling forever. Okay, and they got the control of the point. That's big. OGE gets a huge pile drive with the Lucio beat. The Defiant have their ultimates coming up. Cruz drops his beat as well. Nevix is at full charge. This is actually good. Might be able to do this. He doesn't bubble just yet. That's smart. Nice bubble and kills off Kevster over there on the Doomfist. This is actually looking pretty good for the Defiant. Although Big Goose does come back with it. And a Reaper ultimate from Logix. Is it enough? No. Against the Lucio beat, not enough. Numlock can go in for the shots here. Nevix has another grab because he's been at full charge. Try not to get it eaten. I think he just got solo grab someone. Waiting for the DMAC. Now you grab this. You grab this. Oh, nice. We didn't need it. Doable! Wait, if I understand this bracket correctly, is there a lower bracket? If the Defiant lose this, are they out? Is this over? I have to look at it again. I haven't kept up with the standings. That's on me. They have to win this, right? They are out if they lose this. This is it. This is it. They couldn't touch. Space was so close to touching on that replay. It's single elimination. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's next round. There's a loser bracket. Okay, that's right. This is knockouts. We have to. This is the season. This is it. Map 5. Final map of Control King of the Hill. Numlock jumps in. Getting some decent ultra. Does get hacked. He used to break line of sight. Good heals by Kariv. He's gonna be able to jump back into their backline. No, because then OGE jumps in too. Bubbles off a lot of the damage. Logic is still alive. It's still really neutral right now. Who's gonna take it? I don't know. Nobody's died yet. This is a long team fight. So many heals are going out. Kariv has a coalescence. He's gonna go first. Shaz hasn't matched it yet. Novak's gonna kill OG off the back of that, and Toronto Defiant has the first capture. But the rest of the Gladiators end up taking the rest of the fight back. What happened? God, there's just so much going on. Oh, I have to watch this again on the replays, man. No. Okay, we got 13%. Gladiators are gonna get more off of that second fight. Oh, Kevster EMP'd. That's what happened. I missed it. Wow. Oh, goodness, that counter EMP. The margin of error for DPS is so small. When you pop up, you gotta pop up. That's okay. We have our EMP for this fight. This can be good. I think Gladiators are sniffing it out, so they're all spreading out. Play it off. We have our beat, and the EMP comes out. We get 2 of them in the backline. Tell them to turn around, but then Lucio beat comes out from Big Goose. What's gonna happen here is Space is gonna be able to D-Mech here. Space gets the Diva Bomb and kills Nevix. Kevster finished off Logic. Numlock gets the Primal Rage, but I think they have to reset. No. Okay. Eating that orb. I believe so. Toronto's gonna go into the white hallway there, the light room. All right, they're moving on to the point here. Kevster's gonna have another EMP. He has lapped them. Zig's only at 24%. This EMP is gonna come out. And the coalescence from Kariv is not gonna be enough. And OGE and Big Goose kill 2 there. They have to reset. This is the last fight. You naturally will get lapped on EMPs and stuff because of because if you lose the fight, it just stacks. We need their energy. The translocator is down. They're going. OG is in the back line. They know the Defiant had to touch, so that's why the bubble had to go down. OG doesn't have the leap yet. Birdring does have his Reaper ultimate. Kevster kills Zik. Birdring's gonna go for the Reaper ult here. And he kills 4, and that's it. The Defiant. We almost had it. But unfortunately, we fall to the LA Gladiators. And that's it.
Play of the game.
That was so close. That was so close. But yet so far. GG's though. Well played, Gladiators. Big play of the game. We see it on the kill feed. Oh, what an ending. What an ending. Hey, I'm proud though. At the end, they did so well. They did so well. That was so much closer than what you guys probably thought would be the outcome. A lot of people definitely picked the Gladiators as the favorites. I mean, the Gladiators are a great team. That was actually down to the wire. Final map on a map 5 tiebreaker. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. But there's life. There's life. Zeke on the Sombra. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, you can isolate it down to only Sombra, but at the end of the day, like, when one resource is down, the other one goes up, right? Kariv got his ultimate faster than the other one because of the situation of the team fight. But maybe because Maybe Zik got overlapped on the EMP, maybe because maybe somebody else in Defiant didn't look at Kevster and force him to translocate out. Like, it's a full team effort, and you can't just pin the blame on one person or anything like that. If maybe somebody else in Defiant forced Kevster to blink, translocate out, it would slow down the EMP charge, and then, like, pressure their front line, which will enable Zeke to get, like, free shots on the side and build his EMP. It's like every action, like, changes, like, a different player's resources and how much they end up building off of that. It's a complete team game, right? At the end of the day. But unfortunately, we do fall short. 2-3 to the LA Gladiators. GG, well played. We get some GGs in the chat. Wow. Those are some great matches, all in all. Well played to both. Not the ending we wanted, but there's always next year. There's always next year. We get some GGs. We gotta give credit where credit's due. Gladiators played fantastic. Defiant played really well as well. And that's it for the Toronto Defiant season. That's it. Well, before I go, we did do the jersey giveaway, by the way, during the game half. And I do have the winner. I hope everybody who participated in the giveaway during game break is still here, who gave the answer from the raffle. All right? The winner, I do have the name here. So if everybody's still sticking around and hasn't left yet, the trivia question that we had at the half was, what city did Toronto Defiant's first match take place? And it was New York City. That was the correct answer. Congratulations, everybody who got that answer correctly. But the randomly selected winner of the jersey, signed jersey, you get to choose whether it's red or black, by the way. Good luck to everybody who participated. Red or black. The winner of the jersey giveaway, drum roll please, is Aqua Silver. Aqua Silver, are you here in the chat? Aqua Silver, congratulations. Get a clap. Are you guys here? Aqua Silver, are you here in the chat? Congratulations to the winner. Don't be sad that you didn't get it. Just keep clapping. Keep participating in these co-streams. We'll have lots and lots of giveaways. Listen, the Defiant are so good with tons and tons and tons of activations and giveaways. Like, you guys have no idea how much stuff is given away. The session presented by Bell. You get a jersey. I think maybe a bomber jacket too. There's so much stuff. Always follow all the Toronto Defiant people on Twitter, and follow the Toronto Defiant Twitter, like the Toronto Defiant players and the Toronto Defiant Twitter, for lots of giveaway opportunities. You know, participate in these co-streams. These are all like marketed and advertised on the Twitter and all our social medias. Follow all the social medias and you can stay up to date with all these giveaways. So many pieces of gear and merch. You guys have absolutely no idea. Especially like next season too. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. How do you get into Twitter? You don't have a Twitter? What are you doing? Social media 2020. How do you get involved with the session? You have to be Canadian resident, but just follow the instructions on Twitter. You would have seen it if you had a Twitter, right? I think Aqua Silver is in chat. Aqua Silver, you are the winner. Please message Scarlet Phoenix on Discord. What you want to do is join the Toronto Defiant Discord. Message Scarlet Phoenix on the right side. Scarlet X Phoenix. You'll see like the list of the staff members from OAM, Overactive Media, on the right side there. Private message them. Confirm that it's you in the chat with Scarlet, and then they'll sort the details out to get you your signed jersey giveaway. Congratulations to the winner. Congratulations to the LA Gladiators. Well played by them. GG's, everybody. And that's it for the Toronto Defiant season, and that's it for this co-stream. Once again, thank you so much to Canon Creator Lab for allowing me to come in here to do this. Thank you to the Overwatch League for allowing me to do a little co-stream like this, and thank you to TD for being a proud fan and official bank of the Toronto Defiant. One last thing, subscribe to the Overwatch League in the description below. Keep up with the latest news, keep up with the latest bracket of the playoffs. Overwatch League is amazing. Overwatch, when played at the highest level, is some of the best stuff you'll ever watch. So watch the rest of the playoffs there, including the grand finals. That's it for me. Take care, everybody. Have yourselves a great night. And I'll see you guys next season here on the Toronto Defiant. Unless we do some off-season stuff. Who knows? On the Defiant channel. Oh, Karku's reviews during the off-season will be I think bi-weekly, but it's going to be all fan submitted, our fan edition, right? Because no matches are going to go on for a couple of months. So every other week we'll do a Karku's Reviews fan edition. So I basically review your VODs. I already do my own VOD reviews to my personal community on Twitch, but if you want yours like an edited video on the Defiant channel where we break down your gameplay, be sure to follow the Defiant on Twitter. Again, instructions on Twitter on how to participate in those. Those are not limited to Canadians. That's for everybody. Respond to Karku's Reviews with like your replay code and your rank, and like every other week I'll be looking through them to any active replay codes, and I'll just pick at random. Where's the Discord link? Aqua Silver, discord.gg/Toronto Defiant. Check any sort of, I think the Toronto Defiant should have like upload defaults with their Discord link down there. It should be discord.gg/Defiant then, yeah. So, yeah. Maybe we could do Defiant players with fans and scrims and stuff, yeah. I mean, a lot of players are going to be like taking time off and hanging out in the off season. You're on console, you can still do Karku's Reviews fan edition on console. You are still able to generate a replay code from any of your console games and submit it there. So console players, you're all welcome to do that for the off season. Everybody else, thank you again. It's been lovely chatting with you during this co-stream. I'm out. My name is Karku. Take care. Bye-bye.